4 of 5 on 4th down. This is the 6th time in the early season the Lions will go for it on 4th down. 4th down and 3. Goff punches 3 receivers to the right of the line. 1 receiver split wide to the left of the numbers. The tight end, Sam Laporta, comes in motion and sets to the right side of the line. Goff takes the snap. There's pressure coming. Goff throws near side complete. As Amon-Ra St. Brown makes the catch at the 4-yard line. He's taken down there by Kyle Hamilton, but not before the Lions convert. It is 1st and goal. Detroit from the Ravens 4.
Yeah, that was a good route combination against their cover 4, where Kyle Hamilton has to cover that slot receiver going out to the flat right there, and Marlon Humphrey.
Goff sets in the shotgun, 3 receivers tucked in tight to the right side of the line. Inside handoff, Jahmyr Gibbs push the pile forward to the 2. He'll get to the 1, and they'll stop him there. 9:38 left in the opening quarter. The Lions have the ball from the opening kickoff. And now Jared Goff will go no huddle on 2nd and goal from the 1. Here Gibbs along the backfield. He'll get the handoff running right up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown. And the Detroit Lions open up with an 11-play touchdown drive that quickly quiets this home crowd at M&T Bank Stadium.
Yeah, they just ran Amon-Ra St. Brown. He came in motion, and then he was a lead blocker, kind of slowing down the linebacking core in the secondary. Allow Gibbs to get in.
So the Ravens will play from behind on the national stage as the defense sees the Lions travel 67 yards for a touchdown on the opening drive. The extra point attempt for Detroit by kicker Jake Bates is up and good. 9:16 to play, first quarter in Baltimore. It's the Lions 7, the Ravens nothing on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Let's go!
Safeway is your headquarters for tailgating. This season, when you're preparing for the next Ravens game, make sure to pick up all your favorite Ravens products, including Coca-Cola and Frank's Red Hot. Stop by your nearest Safeway or have your order delivered right to your doorstep. And don't forget to check out the Tailgaters page at BaltimoreRavens.com for tailgating special offers, contests, and recipes. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
Some things never go out of style, like trust, reliability, and driving a Toyota. Take the legendary Camry, defined by comfort and performance, or the smart and efficient Corolla, built to move you forward with style. Need muscle? The powerful Tundra is ready for big jobs and even bigger adventures. And the bold Tacoma, built to take on trails, highways, and everything in between. Hurry in. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Josh Spiegel from The Morning Show.
And I'm attorney Randolph Rice with Rice Law.
Randolph, what's the best advice if someone's hurt in a car accident?
Best advice? Call Rice.
What if they're hurt in a motorcycle crash?
Best advice? Call Rice.
Bitten by your neighbor's chihuahua named Butch?
Best advice? Call Rice.
So if you're hurt in Maryland, it sounds like the best advice is call Rice.
That's right, Josh. When results matter, so does your lawyer.
So get the right lawyer right now.
Rice Law. Visit ricelawmd.com for help today.
Okay, huddle up. We've got the chance to make our homeownership dreams come true with MarylandHomeownership.com. Downfield, webinars happen monthly with local experts. Lynn, grab buyer toolkits.
Got it.
And Pete, eyes on down payment assistance and financial education. Yep. Let's get started on this pathway to homeownership. Yeah. This is our moment. We've got the resources with MarylandHomeownership.com. Homeowner on 3. 1, 2, 3. Homeowner.
Yeah. Buy a home with confidence. Get in the game with MarylandHomeownership.com, the playbook that takes you home.
Tuesday morning on Justin Scott and Spiegel, 8 a.m., your chance to win My Chemical Romance tickets on 98 Rock.
First quarter, brought to you by the Maryland Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER.
7-0 Lions lead it after an opening drive that went 67 yards on 11 plays. And Detroit jumps up with a 7-0 lead. Now it's up to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens to answer. Both teams came into week 3 1-1. Both teams defending division champions. Both teams believe they have rosters that could take them to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's a long way off. You got to win first in week 3. Here's the kickoff. That will be fielded by Rasheen Ali after it bounces into the end zone. He'll step on that for a touchback. And the Ravens will have the ball first and 10 as we set the Ravens starting offense up front. At left tackle is Ronnie Stanley. Left guard Andrew Voorhees. The center is Tyler Linderbaum. Right guard Daniel Fa'alele. And right tackle is Roger Rosengarten. Mark Andrews is the tight end. Lamar Jackson does not have Pat Ricard in the backfield with him today. He'll have Zay Flowers at wide receiver, along with Rashad Bateman. Charlie Kohler is the second tight end. On first down, Lamar from under center. Play action, deep drop. Fires to the right, complete. Andrews has it at the 30, out to the 35, and drags the tackler all the way to the 39-yard line as the Ravens pick up 19 yards to start the drive.
Yeah, they came out in 12 personnel, which is 2 tight ends, 1 running back, and 2 receivers. And the Detroit Lions had 9 guys in the box. So they're going to stop the run. They're daring Lamar Jackson to throw the football.
And the drive started on 20 because the ball bounced at the 2 and then went into the end zone for a touchback. So here Mitchell Payton now checks in. He's in the up back position of the power I and movement along the front line. Ronnie Stanley says it's on the Lions.
This is the defense number 97. 5-yard penalty, no first down.
So Ronnie gets to wear the white hat because he got that call right. Aiden Hutchinson jumping into the neutral zone, and Ronnie Stanley made sure the Lions picked up the penalty flag.
And that's something you would like to see more from Lamar. Use that fluctuation of his voice in the shotgun, drawing off those defensive linemen, trying to get that early jump on the cadence.
Lamar sets under center, power I formation. Derrick Henry, the deep back. Now Charlie Kohler, the tight end, moves to the right side of the line. Ravens working from our right to left on their opening offensive possession. Lions bring blitz pressure. Give it to Henry, right side, pushing the pile forward, and the King gets all the way across midfield. A gain of 6 when there was really no hole there, and he moves the chains for a second time in this first Ravens possession.
Yeah, that's a gain of 6. The Detroit Lions, all 11 players within 9 yards of the line of scrimmage. So they're saying, okay, Lamar, you're going to take some shots down the field. We're going to give you some opportunities, but we're making sure that we can try to stop and slow down this running game.
And they were bringing run blitz pressure that time.
Absolutely.
Now Lamar spreads out 2 receivers wide to the left. Stands on the gun. Keeps it on the read option. Cuts it along the hash marks. He's to the Lions 40, and he slides down with a first down at the Detroit 37-yard line. Deft ball skills there by Lamar Jackson. He fooled half the house, not just the Lions.
And that's the zone read that we want to see, because when Lamar gets it on the edge, you're not bringing him down. So everybody's thinking Derrick Henry has it. Lamar keeps it, and he cuts on a dime and leaves change.
I mean, he left inside linebacker Jack Campbell just grasping at air. Now Lamar steps back in the shotgun, empties the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 4-man front for the Lions. Here comes blitz pressure. Lamar throws quickly, complete. Andrews has it, 30-yard line. He's wrestled out of bounds at the 29-yard line by Kirby Joseph, but not before a healthy gain of about 8 yards on first down. 6:45 to play, opening quarter on Monday night. It's the Lions 7, the Ravens nothing, but the Ravens on the move on their first possession.
And that's very comforting, seeing Lamar Jackson find Mark Andrews twice already in this first drive.
Henry in the backfield, Lamar in the shotgun. Mark Andrews trots in motion, sets to the right side of the line. Lamar takes the snap. He'll give it to Henry. Henry working off right guard and tackle, and that time he is stacked up. He did not get the first down. He needed 2. He only got 1.
I'm sorry. Lamar is really kicking himself, because that was a zone read right there. And Lamar was like, if he would have kept it, he would have had a lead blocker, Mark Andrews, and there was nobody there outside of the goal line.
Now the Ravens face a 3rd down and 1 with just under 6 minutes to play in the opening quarter. First quarter of tonight's broadcast brought to you by the Maryland Problem Gambling Helpline. Ravens come to the line. Power formation, double tight ends. Give us to Henry. Straight dive. He's got a hole. Henry to the 20. The King to the 15. 10, 5. Touchdown, Ravens.
He gone.
They needed one. They got 6.
I got a flag.
Oh, there's a penalty flag down.
Offside. Who's the flag? Line up in the neutral zone. Penalty decline. Result of the play. Touchdown.
And that wakes the house back up as Derrick Henry on a 3rd and 1 breaks it for a touchdown. And the Ravens bring the special teams on to try to tie this game up.
Outstanding run inside. Rosengarten did a great job of getting to the second level, opening that lane up, and Mark Andrews was down the field blocking the second level. And when Derrick Henry gets to the second level, gets a step on you, you're not catching him.
Tyler Loop on for the extra point try. Loop's kick is good.
Loop, there it is.
Derrick Henry has more yards already in the first quarter than he did all last week as the Ravens get a 28-yard touchdown run from the King and tie it at 7. 5:40 to play, first quarter on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey, Ravens flock, we've got a deal that will make you flock to your nearest McDonald's. If our opponent misses a field goal during any home or away game, then you get a free piece Chicken McNuggets with minimum $1 purchase the next day on the McDonald's app. And if our opponent misses 2 field goals, you'll be upgraded to a free 10-piece. What's good for the Ravens is good for the flock. Download the McDonald's app to redeem this deal. And that's not all. Earn free food when you order through the app. Offer valid at participating McDonald's. Valid 1 time per day. Visit McDonald's app for details.
It's finally football season, Ravens fans, and that means it's fall pest season too. Do me a favor, connect with the official pest control sponsor of the Baltimore Ravens, PMSI, for all your pest control needs. PMSI's tenured technicians are trained at removing and preventing all pests, including termites, bed bugs, mice, mosquitoes, wildlife, and more. Visit mypmsi.com or call 410-496-4154 to intercept those pests. PMSI, the official pest control partner of the Baltimore Ravens.
Planning a move? Von Paris Moving and Storage will handle all the details. Whether your move is within the state of Maryland, across the country, or overseas, Von Paris can customize their services to meet your needs and budget. Their relocation experts will provide a free no-obligation estimate and answer any questions or concerns about your upcoming household or office moving requirements. Call Von Paris Moving and Storage today at 410-888-8500 or visit vonparis.com. Von Paris, always going the extra mile since 1892. Proud to be the official mover of the Baltimore Ravens.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team for every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
I'm Keaton Mitchell on 98 Rock.
All tied at 7 on a Monday night with 5:40 to play in the opening quarter. Derrick Henry, 28-yard touchdown, evens the slate at 7 apiece. Well, I got to tell you, Rod, it's been a wonderful week in my household. My daughter, Katie, giving birth to twins. My first grandchildren.
I know, Grandpa.
Malachi and Cairo. The Kais have arrived, and they're listening to their first game tonight. As Justin Loop will kick it off. Sailors brings it across the 20 to the 30 and takes it down to the 33-yard line, where the Lions will go to work. Malachi and Cairo tuning in from California as we expand our football family.
Congratulations, Jerry. It's great to be a grandpa because you can spoil them and give them back.
I'm looking forward to it. And the crowd very much pumped up now. Real fan Dan is getting the crowd stirred up as the Lions have the ball for a second time in the opening quarter. 5:35 to play, quarter number 1. Jared Goff off the play action, throws back to a screen. It's dropped by Gibbs, who picks it up off the turf. That may have been a backwards pass, which is a fumble.
It looked like a lateral.
There was no whistle blown. And Gibbs scrambled out of bounds for a loss all the way back to the 23-yard line.
Jared Goff is questioning that it was a lateral.
Take a look at the replay. What do you think?
Oh, I don't know if that was a lateral.
It will be second down from the Lions 23. Second and 19. Gives a give, banged in the backfield, tries to get around the edge and steps out of bounds as he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Lions will face a third down and long.
I don't know if that was a lateral at all. It doesn't look like it because he was on the 23 and he threw it to the 20. Was close.
He threw it to the 23.
23, so it's that is considered a lateral.
Goff on third and 19.
Got to be careful for the deep crossing routes, deep in route.
Ravens with 5 deep in the coverage. Goff throws a screen pass to Gibbs near side of the numbers. Cross the 25, 30. He's pulled down, and the Lions are going to have to trot the punt team on as they are nowhere near coming up for the first down. Tavius Robinson on the stop, and the defense tightens things up after the first possession touchdown by the Lions.
That's a great play by Tavius Robinson. He had a blocker on him. He disengaged from the blocker and made that tackle on the outside, along with the rookie, Teddy Buchanan.
So for the first time tonight, we'll see punter Jack Fox. And he will be kicking to rookie LeJonte Wester, who stands back at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Fox stands inside the Lions' 20. He'll get the kickoff cleanly, a high wobbler. Wester will field it at the 15, crosses the 20, along the left hash mark 25, takes a big hit at his drop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, when he made that cut, I thought he had a lane.
First quarter of tonight's broadcast brought to you by the Maryland Problem Gaming Helpline. Quarter number 1, 3:16 left to play in the opening frame. It's the Ravens 7, the Lions 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
And now, fantasy football tips from the Maryland Lottery. You've played the matchups, made some trades, and worked the waiver wire. Now it's time to enjoy a series of devastating injuries to your roster. It's not too late to change your game to Raven Scratch-Offs from the Maryland Lottery. Unlike in your fantasy league, you've still got a shot to win prizes like Raven season tickets for 20 years. Play today and maybe work in some stretching. Please play responsibly.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I've never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies?
Check, please. New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever, with eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
Listen to the Purple Power Hour Tuesday at 5 with Kirk and Marianne here on 98 Rock.
First quarter, brought to you by the Maryland Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER.
3:16 left in the first quarter, tied at 7. Time for our view from the booth, brought to you by Goal Vision. Rod, what did you see from the Ravens in that opening drive that you want to see more of throughout the course of the night?
Zone read. Let that ball, give Lamar Jackson the option of keeping the ball when everything is going toward Derrick Henry.
Power I formation. Zaire Mitchell-Paden, the up back. Derrick Henry, the deep back. Lamar under center on first down. Play action. Lamar, deep drop. Pocket collapsing. He throws over the middle. Complete. Charlie Kohler with his first grab of the season. And Kohler will gain 8 yards out to the 34. So the Ravens came into tonight's game, Rod. The first 2 weeks combined, their tight ends only had 2 receptions. So far in the first quarter, their tight ends have 3 receptions.
And, getting Mark Andrews back involved in the game plan. They play a lot of 12 personnel, 13 personnel the first couple weeks.
And that's 1 running back, 2 or 3 tight ends. And they have 3 wide receivers now to the right. Jackson inside handoff. Derrick Henry bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. So it will be 3rd down and 3 for the Ravens.
And we saw the last formation. It was trip speed, which is all 3 receivers to one side. And when they're all over there, all 3 cornerbacks and 1 safety or nickel, they're all lined up in press. Use that to your advantage. Run some rub routes, some pick routes with that, because if they're all going to line up the same formation or land on the same level, you got a great opportunity to rub one of those guys free.
It is 3rd down and a short 3. Lamar shouts out instructions along the line, steps back into the shotgun. Justice Hill in the backfield. Zay Flowers goes in motion to the right. Lamar takes the snap, looking over the middle, fires down the near sideline, incomplete. He had some confusion with Justice Hill. Lamar was lofting the ball toward the sideline. Justice Hill was bending his route towards the numbers. And the punt team will come on for the first time tonight for the Ravens.
I mean, they took Zay Flowers back in motion, ran him on a quick out. But if you line up all your speed guys, all your receivers on one side or on 2 sides, and they're both corner and nickel are lining up at the same level, rub those guys. Take advantage of that.
Khalif Raymond is deep, awaiting the Jordan Stout punt. Stout hits a beauty. Raymond fields it inside the 5. Penalty flag is down. Raymond is taken down at the 7-yard line. Tremendous coverage by the Ravens special team. TJ Tampa down there first on the scene. But now let's see what the penalty is going to be. The preliminary signal is holding on the Lions, so they will be backed up in the shadow of the goalpost.
They're in the kick. Holding. Receiving team number 4. Half minute to the goal. First down.
And the Ravens defense with a chance to bottle up the Lions when we get back. 1:43 to play. First quarter tied at 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
When the Ravens take the field, Baltimore stands united. And just like your favorite team, APG Federal Credit Union is built on trust, teamwork, and hometown pride. Whether you're saving for season tickets or tackling your next big goal, APG Federal Credit Union has your back with great rates, local service, and a game plan for your financial future. Join the team that's proud to cheer for the Ravens and proud to serve you. APG Federal Credit Union, serving Baltimore City and Baltimore, Harford, and Cecil counties. Federally insured by NCUA. Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
Some things never go out of style, like trust, reliability, and driving a Toyota. Take the legendary Camry, defined by comfort and performance, or the smart and efficient Corolla, built to move you forward with style. Need muscle? The powerful Tundra is ready for big jobs and even bigger adventures. And the bold Tacoma, built to take on trails, highways, and everything in between. Hurry in. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
It's finally football season, Ravens fans, and that means it's fall pest season too. Do me a favor, connect with the official pest control sponsor of the Baltimore Ravens, PMSI, for all your pest control needs. PMSI's tenured technicians are trained at removing and preventing all pests, including termites, bed bugs, mice, mosquitoes, wildlife, and more. Visit mypmsi.com or call 410-496-4154 to intercept those pests. PMSI, the official pest control partner of the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
This is Lamar Jackson on the home of the Baltimore Ravens, 98 Rock.
The short punt return compounded by a Lions penalty, will force Detroit to start the drive back at the Lions' 2-yard line.
Ravens defense has to be careful of taking a shot right here because Dan Campbell is a gambler and he likes being aggressive.
Jared Goff will start the drive under center. There's David Montgomery in the backfield. Give us to Montgomery, a simple dive play along the right hash mark, pushes the pile forward. It gets out to the 6-yard line, so he'll get 4 yards. And that gives Jared Goff a little bit more operating room.
And when Montgomery comes in, they love to run between the tackles with Montgomery. They know that he can put his head down, he can move the piles against any defense.
Lions call their running backs Sonic and Knuckles, named after the characters in the movie Sonic the Hedgehog. They like Jahmyr Gibbs as the speed guy and David Montgomery as the power guy. Clearly he's Knuckles. Penalty flag is down as Montgomery will be taken down for a loss of the 5. Great penetration by John Jenkins. Now let's see what the penalty flag is.
It's either going to be offsides, illegal motion, or illegal procedure, or illegal formation.
Illegal formation, offense. The tight end was covered up by the wide receiver. The penalty decline, result of play, 3rd down.
Yeah, there's no reason to take that penalty because the Lions lost yardage on the play. They're already backed up, so it would only be half the distance to the goal line. Instead, the Lions now face 3rd down.
Jared Goff loves throwing in the middle of the field. That means the linebackers have to get more depth to take away those throwing lanes.
3rd down and 7 for the Lions. Goff in the shotgun, stands at the goal line. Ravens put 5 across the defensive front. They show blitz with Roquan Smith. Here he comes. Jared Goff from the end zone fires complete to his tight end, Sam Laporta, for a 1st down at the Lions 17.
Yeah.
Well, the Ravens brought pressure, Rob, but they did not get to Goff.
Yeah, they brought pressure. Laporta did a really good job of just setting his feet and going back in the opposite direction against Malachi Starks. But if you bring in pressure, you got to get back to the quarterback.
15 seconds left in the opening quarter, and the Lions appear ready to try to run one more play. Goff comes to the line. And he will not get the play snap before the end of the quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Ravens 7, the Lions 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
You can't count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. That's right, Ravens fans. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday on CBS and Paramount Plus all season long, right through the playoffs. The Ravens are once again primed for a run at the title, so stay connected as Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry lead the way against the rest of the league. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today and count on Sundays for another must-see season of Ravens football with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
Hey Ravens fans, Paul Mancano here to tell you why the Baltimore Banner is your new destination for Ravens coverage. Alongside Jonas Schaefer, Gianna Hahn, Kyle Goon, and more, no one else has a deeper bench of insiders delivering Ravens news and alerts. Want to go even deeper? Get insights you won't find anywhere else with the Point newsletter from the Baltimore Banner, and tune in to the Banner Ravens podcast for scoops and analysis from reporters who cover the Ravens every day, not just on Monday morning. TheBaltimoreBanner.com, your new destination for Ravens coverage.
Hey Baltimore, get ready for the Ravens season with Lido Pizza's football deal. Get a famously fresh, square 18-inch Lido pizza with 1 topping and 12 jumbo wings for only $39.99. Founded in Maryland in 1955, Lido Pizza is a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens. Place your order online today at LidoPizza.com. That's LidoPizza.com. And remember, Lido Pizza never cuts corners.
I'm Devontae Walker on the flagship station of the Baltimore Ravens, 98 Rock.
Start of the second quarter, tied at 7. This game has played out pretty much even. Ravens with 82 total yards, Lions 88 total yards. The difference is in rushing. Ravens with 48 yards rushing, the Lions only 15, but the Lions have 73 yards passing, the Ravens only 34. Brought to the naked eye right now, the difference to me is the Ravens have not gotten the pass rush pressure we talked about they needed to beat this Lions team.
They're stopping the run, but you got to get pressure on Jared Goff. You got to make him either hold the ball or throw the ball early.
Goff will bunch 3 receivers to the left. David Montgomery alone in the backfield. Goff under center. 1st and 10 Lions. Now working from our right to left. In between the hash marks. Off the play action. Goff wants to throw. Check down pass to Montgomery. 20-yard line complete. Gets a block. Turns a corner. Across the 25. And is finally shouldered out of bounds at the 28-yard line. But that is good for a Lions first down.
Yeah, Marlon Humphrey's got to fight through that block from the receiver to make sure he keeps that outside leverage.
Laporta blocked Humphrey, who then fell into Roquan Smith. It was pinballs. 1st and 10 Lions. Ball is at the Detroit 27-yard line. Montgomery remains in the backfield. Off the play fake, Goff under pressure this time, but he's got room to run, and he'll slide down with positive yardage at the 33. So the Ravens got pressure on Goff, but they left a gaping hole in the defensive front, and Goff, I won't say scampered, I would say strolled.
Yeah, he looked a little bit better than I did running around.
Again, it's a 3-back I formation. Montgomery, Laporta, and Gibbs. Quick toss to Gibbs, sweeping to the left, and can't get around the edge. The Ravens run him out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Terrific play by the rookie safety, Malachi Starks.
Yeah, he did a great job of keeping that leverage and making him bowl all the way around him to let his teammates get to him.
And I just want to point out that because I now have a grandson named Malachi, I may call out Malachi Stark's name a little more often. There could be a bias here. I'm going to own it.
That's okay.
Big 3rd down here. 3rd down and 8. Ball at the Lions 30. Ravens looking for a stop. They bunch 6 along the defensive front. 5 defensive backs. Goff in the shotgun. 3 on the play clock. Takes the snap. Ravens rush 4. Goff throws over the middle, complete to Laporta for a first down at the 44-yard line. Mike Green on the tackle, but not before Jared Goff connects again and moves the chains again.
Yeah, they're bringing pressure, drop one of their defensive linemen out, running a soft zone on the backside of it.
Jared Goff has hit on 8 of his first 9 passes for 100 yards. The Ravens have yet to sack him. They flushed him from the pocket 1 time. David Montgomery alone in the backfield. Goff under center on first down. Gibbs to Montgomery, working to the right side. Not much there as he has swallowed up and dropped Teddy Buchanan. Over there along with Brent Urban. No gain. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, I would like to see the defense, when they're playing their zones, to reroute 1 or 2, if he's a curl flat player or a seam player. Get your hands on the intended receivers to slow them down and disrupt the timing of the passing routes.
Lions shift out of the triple I formation. Now they bunch 3 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends and a receiver. Quick toss Montgomery, sweeping to the left, cuts inside the numbers. He's got room, spins across midfield, and is finally taken down at the Ravens' 47-yard line. It'll be just shy of a first down.
Yeah, they went to that. They ran to the power side, that Trump side that they had over with the multiple tight ends.
It is 3rd down and 1 at the Ravens' 47. And again, they bunch 2 receivers to either side of the line. Jahmyr Gibbs alone in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Gibbs steps over a tackler and will just get the first down. He needed a yard. He got a yard and change. And the Lions moved the chains with 10:59 to play in the first half, all tied at 7.
And sometimes you can run a run blitz to stop the run. You can come from either the tight end side, the tight side, or the open side, and then your whole offensive line, or defensive line, can slant opposite of that.
The 11th play of the drive coming up for the Lions. They've had the ball for more than 5.5 minutes. Working from our right to left. Goff from the shotgun. Ravens rush 5. Goff drifting to his right. Throws complete. Flag is down. Jahmyr Gibbs along the far sideline is pushed out of bounds by Teddy Buchanan. But not until he gets down to the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that flag was for.
Might be a defensive holding would be my only guess in that space.
Illegal contact. Defense number 14. Penalty decline. No complaint, second down.
So Kyle Hamilton got flagged for a little bit too aggressive contact with Sam Laporta outside of that 5-yard area where you can make contact.
Yeah, that's the second pass that Teddy Buchanan was covering Gibbs coming out the backfield.
Again, the Lions using the stacked I formation. Tight end and 2 running backs. And the give is to David Montgomery, who squeezes through a hole, gets inside the 30 and down to the Ravens' 29-yard line. First down, Lions.
Yeah, anytime they get to that little power eye, that stack eye, you can check to a certain coverage or a certain front that you want because they're not getting out of it. They haven't exploded out of it yet. And until they do, like I would say, I would go a hard cover 2 with a tight front. That means my guys are going to be in the B gaps and the C gaps. And then my corners are going to come up and take the outside in on the force.
It's not a formation. You see all that often in the NFL. Here it's a lone back, David Montgomery. The tight end, 2 tight ends set to the right for the Lions. Give us to Montgomery running between the hash marks. He's got a hole and he works his way down to the 20-yard line for a 10-yard gain before Kyle Hamilton can bring him down.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm gonna say this probably multiple times tonight. If they're gonna be a heavy run team, you gotta have some run blitzes called and be ready for each week.
The Lions have been a heavy run on this drive. The Lions have had 17 rushing plays so far in the opening half. There's the straight eye formation. The give is to Gibbs, tries to bang around the left side, and he'll be stacked up. Mike Green right there trying to rake the ball free as he drops Green after a gain of only about 2. 8:30 left to play in the first half, and the Lions have been consuming the clock on this drive. This is the 15th play of this drive coming up.
And it's all been 3 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards, run after run after run.
Jahmyr Gibbs alone in the backfield. He'll get the carry, runs between the hash marks. Gibbs works his way all the way to the 11-yard line before he is again stacked up by Kyle Hamilton. It'll set up a 3rd down and 1. And while Kyle Hamilton is certainly an extremely good tackler, Rod, you don't like to see the safeties making this many tackles.
No, I mean, not unless he's blitzing as a run stop, yes. But from coming from the second level, no, you do not want to see him be inside that number 1 tackler week in and week out.
3rd down and 1. Backs offset. The up back is the receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown. The deep back is Gibbs, and Jared Goff will just take the quarterback sneak and pick up the first down. No tush-push needed there. Goff just took the snap, dove forward, and moves the chains as the Lions, for a second time tonight, operating the Old Bay red zone.
Yeah, I'm going to say this one more time. It's always good to have run blitzes just to slow them down every now and then and hit them in the backfield.
Well, the Lions knew that Ravens didn't have Nnamdi Madubuike in the front of that defense. They're attacking the middle of the defense. Goff to throw on 1st down. Quick over the middle, complete. Gibbs has it at the 5. He's to the 1. Lunges forward, and he's stopped just shy of the goal line.
And every run has been, I mean, the longest run for Detroit tonight has been 10 yards. So it's been 5 yards, 3 yards, 5 yards. Even the passes have been 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards, 8 yards. They're just methodically moving down the field. Somebody has to make a play.
6:04 left to play in the first half. Tied at 7, but the Lions are knocking at the door. Goff bunches 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap, hands it to Montgomery, powers his way to the goal line. Montgomery does not get in. Oh, now they signal touchdown. Well, that was delayed. Two officials converged. No signal, and then finally a third official came forward and signaled touchdown.
Oh, yeah, the ball's right there.
Yep, you can see it on the review. They got it right, and the Lions regained the lead. Well, now it's up to the Ravens offense to do what they did in the first quarter, and that is answer the Lions offense. The booth will take an automatic review of the touchdown, but it will stand. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ravens Game Day Network.
WIYY HD1 Baltimore. The home of the Baltimore Ravens and Justin Scott and Spiegel mornings. This is 98 Rock.
Please reset the game clock to 5:55, please.
I want to give a shout out to 3 of my favorite Ravens fans tuning in from California tonight. Callie, Fallon, and Houston Dunbar. All joining us tonight from San Diego.
San Diego,
Great to have them with you, and I wish San Diego was still part of the NFL.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Extra point attempts for Jake Bates is good. And with 5:55 to play in the first half at M&T Bank Stadium, it's the Lions 14, the Ravens 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team for every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Safeway is your headquarters for tailgating. This season, when you're preparing for the next Ravens game, make sure to pick up all your favorite Ravens products, including Coca-Cola and Frank's Red Hot. Stop by your nearest Safeway or have your order delivered right to your doorstep. And don't forget to check out the Tailgaters page at BaltimoreRavens.com for tailgating special offers, contests, and recipes. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
Around here, there are 2 kinds of chicken. Royal Farms world-famous chicken and everything else. What's the difference? Royal Farms chicken is always fresh. It's hand-dipped in a secret recipe of herbs and spices and cooked on the spot right in the store. Chicken from anywhere else? Who knows? Hungry for some hot and delicious chicken? Get some Royal Farms world-famous chicken. It's one of a kind. And don't forget the Western fries. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
At DraftKings, we're all about responsible gaming. Sometimes you got to know when to hold 'em. There are no locks or sure things, so know when to fold 'em. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
I'm Roquan Smith. There is one station who knows Baltimore best, 98 Rock.
5:55 to play, first half, M&T Bank Stadium. It is the Lions 14, the Ravens 7. The Ravens will have to answer the Lions' touchdown drive as the Lions went 98 yards in 10 minutes and 48 seconds. The Ravens have only had the ball twice so far in the first half. Their first possession, they went 80 yards for a touchdown. Their second possession, they went 3 and out with a punt. Here's Jake Bates' kick. It'll be taken by Rasheen Ali at the 5. Brings it across the 10, 15, 20. 25, 30, breaks a tackle. Ali at the 40, and he's taken off his feet by the kicker, but he gets it all the way out to midfield. So great field position for Lamar Jackson in the offense after Jake Bates, the kicker for the Lions, made a touchdown-saving tackle and denied Rasheen Ali a trip to the house.
Really good vision by Ali. He catches the ball on the left side, comes up to the middle, sees the opening back to the left, and hit that little gap.
So the special teams sets up the Ravens offense. Now Lamar Jackson. Pistol formation, 5 yards deep in the backfield. Derrick Henry 2 yards behind him. He'll give it to Henry up the middle, and Henry powers his way forward to the Lions' 48-yard line. He'll get about 2.5 to start the drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask for it one more time. I would love to see a little bit more zone reads where Lamar Jackson has the option to pull it from the belly of Derrick Henry and hit that corner.
Ravens make wholesale changes. Bring in Bateman, who splits left, part of a trio of receivers to the left. Zay Flowers wide of the numbers to the right. Lamar in the shotgun. Sends Justice Hill in motion. Lamar, quarterback draw. Breaks one tackle, but can't get very far as he is wrestled to the turf for no gain, as Derek Barnes did not let him out of his grasp. And now the Ravens face a 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Detroit defense did a good job of retracing, not letting Lamar get out of that pocket.
And this is what happens sometimes when your offense stays on the sideline for 11 minutes. They lose their sweat, they lose their momentum. They've got to pick it up here. A big 3rd and 7 coming up from the Lions' 48. Lamar will spread out. 2 receivers left. Andrews and Zay Flowers to the right. Justice Hill in the backfield. Blitz pressure coming. Lamar wants to throw. Spins out of traffic. Rolls left. Fires to the far sideline. Bateman with a catch and tumbles out of bounds with the ball at the Lions' 37-yard line. Oh, what a play by Lamar Jackson and Rashad Bateman.
Yeah, they bottled up Lamar Jackson, and then as soon as you bottle him up, he puts his foot in the ground, comes back the other way. Bateman does a great job of seeing him in trouble, going to the sideline, and he throws the opposite way. That is so hard. That's a hard throw in the National Football League, but Lamar Jackson makes it look easy.
And that is not something that's designed. That is a design play that turned into a Lamar play. 1st and 10 Ravens at the Lions' 37. Jackson in the shotgun. 3 receivers right as the Ravens move from our left to right. Lamar wants to throw, steps up in the pocket, going deep, looking for Tez Walker. He's got him at the 4, and Walker's taken out of bounds there. 4th catch of the season for Tez Walker, 4th catch of his career. First time he's not in the end zone. He's only inside the 5-yard line.
That was a really good route. He sold the seam route. The defender had to turn inside, and then he ran a 7-cut, which is like a 45 degrees to the sideline.
A 34-yard gain puts the Ravens in the Old Bay red zone. Power I formation. Give us to Henry. Powers his way to the 1, and it'll be stopped there, 2nd and goal. So Tez Walker came into this game with 3 career receptions, all 3 touchdowns. He's only the 2nd receiver since 2001 to do that to start his NFL career. The other, Torrey Smith.
Torrey did that
back in 2011. Power formation up front. I formation. Gives to Derrick Henry. Slams forward, but he will not get to the end zone. No gain. 3rd and goal.
Lamar hit his chest and said, "Give me the ball." Let him hold it. Let him use his feet to get out of the pocket and either throw or pass. Throw or run.
Lamar wanted to run the next play, but the Ravens are going to let the clock wind down to the 2-minute warning. And I think Lamar really wanted to run the read option on that last one. Well, we'll see what Todd Monken wants to do coming out of the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in the first half here in Baltimore. It's the Lions 14, the Ravens 7, but the Ravens knocking at the door with a 3rd and goal when we get back on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
Hey, Ravens flock, we've got a deal that will make you flock to your nearest McDonald's. If our opponent misses a field goal during any home or away game, then you get a free piece Chicken McNuggets with minimum $1 purchase the next day on the McDonald's app. And if our opponent misses 2 field goals, you'll be upgraded to a free 10-piece. What's good for the Ravens is good for the flock. Download the McDonald's app to redeem this deal. And that's not all. Earn free food when you order through the app. Offer valid at participating McDonald's. Valid 1 time per day. Visit McDonald's app for details.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team for every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Win tickets to HipProv, Improv Under Hypnosis, Tuesday at 3 with Kirk and Marianne on 98 Rock.
In what has been a back and forth first half, the Ravens now come out of the 2-minute warning, looking at a 3rd and goal from the 1, ball between the hash marks. They had run 2 straight Derrick Henry dives that did not get the ball into the end zone. If you joined us late, the Lions opened up with a very patient 11-play scoring drive. Jahmyr Gibbs with a 1-yard touchdown. The Ravens answered with a Derrick Henry 28-yard touchdown. The Lions answered with a 1-yard touchdown from David Montgomery. And now the Ravens are trying to answer with their own 1-yard touchdown. Lamar from under center. Quick toss. Henry, right side, slams into a wall of tacklers and loses a yard to the 2. And now the Ravens face a huge decision. Settle for 3 or try to punch it in from the 2. It's 4th and goal, and they're going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 2. 0 for 3 with Derrick Henry.
And I get it, giving it to Derrick Henry. But Lamar Jackson is so unique. Get him out of the pocket.
4th and goal. Jackson takes the snap, rolls to the right, pumps to the end zone. He's hit and fumbles the ball. It's loose at the 20-yard line. He falls on it at the 21-yard line, and the Lions will take over on downs. Oh, what looked like a sure touchdown situation for the Ravens turns into a disastrous turnover on downs as well as on yardage. And now Jared Goff will get the ball at the Lions' 21-yard line with 1:22 left in the half and 3 timeouts to work with. 14-7, Lions lead it on the Ravens Game Day Network.
When it's time to move the ball down the field, you need Fidelity Mechanical Services on your team. Fidelity is the Mid-Atlantic region's premier provider of high-performance design-build mechanical systems and energy-saving solutions. Their proactive world-class service groups are the winning play. Fidelity Mechanical Services has been dedicated to service excellence since 1945. That's why the region's leading businesses, developers, and property managers rely on Fidelity Mechanical Services to design, build, and maintain their high-performance building systems.
Hello there. Ready to make the move towards home ownership? Not quite sure where to start? The Maryland Mortgage Program's 7 steps to home ownership can help you in no time. MMP offers home buying assistance to Marylanders, including home loans that come with down payment assistance, competitive interest rates, student debt relief, and more. Make your dream of home ownership a reality. Visit mmp.maryland.gov and follow us on social media at MarylandMMP. That's mmp.maryland.gov. Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
We hope you never need us, but if you're ever injured in an accident, we'll handle everything with trusted guidance and personal attention so you can focus on what matters most, your recovery. Rice Law. Best advice, call Rice.
RiceLawMD.com.
When someone treats you like family, you remember it. That's why so many clients send their loved ones to Rice Law, because we don't just handle cases, we take them personally. Rice Law. Best advice, call Rice.
RiceLawMD.com.
I'm Ronnie Stanley. I'm the flagship station of the Baltimore Ravens, 98 Raw.
Well, a great opportunity to tie the game turns into a wildly missed opportunity for the Ravens, who fumble the ball on a 4th and 2 attempt. And the Lions take possession at the Detroit 20. But Jared Goff has all 3 of his timeouts to work with. 1:24 left in the half. Lions up 14-7. Now the Ravens need a huge play on defense. Goff operating from the shotgun. Under pressure, flush from the pocket, throws near side, incomplete. He missed Gibbs at the 25-yard line. And that's what pass rush pressure will do, but a penalty flag is down.
Illegal contact.
In the secondary.
Defense number 44. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And that's what penalties will do. You get the pass rush pressure you need that makes Goff less accurate, and then instead you give the Lions the yardage and the first down with 1:18 left in the half.
Yeah, but he made contact at 3 yards, and the receiver was riding him up the field, so I can kind of see where Humphrey's a little disappointed in the flag.
1st and 10 Lions at the Detroit 25. Amon-Ra St. Brown goes in motion. Goff to throw, steps up in the pocket. Now again he's on the run. Coming near side, has to just float the ball out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the Ravens have done something right on this drive where they're finally getting some pass rush pressure on Jared Goff.
And you got to get Jared Goff moving his feet. He can't stay in the pocket. You got to get him to. You normally want to keep quarterbacks in the pocket. You want to get Jared Goff out of the pocket because he's not at his best when he's out of the pocket.
I mean, you can just see his accuracy drops precipitously once he has to throw on the run, especially to his left. 2nd and 10, 1:12 left in the half. Lions moving from our right to left. Ravens bunch 6 across the defensive front. Goff has 3 receivers to the right. Ravens show blitz pressure. They bring it up the middle. Goff hit, throws incomplete immediately as Odafe Oweh levels Jared Goff. For some reason, Teddy Buchanan felt compelled to pick that ball up and run it to the end zone, but it won't count for anything more than an incompletion.
I didn't hear a whistle, so they kind of let it play out, and then they'll talk about it.
Roquan Smith is saying touchdown.
All right. After replay assist, it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was.
No offense meant to Bill Vinovich and his crew, but I don't think you needed replay assistance to figure out that was an incomplete pass.
No, that was. I know Rowe is putting up both his arms for a touchdown, but that was an incomplete pass.
Now the Ravens have to keep that kind of pass pressure on Jared Goff because they have done a good job on this drive of bringing consistent pass rush pressure. It is 3rd down and 10. 1:10 left in the half. If the Ravens can get the ball back, they have all 3 of their timeouts to use. Goff has 3 receivers to the right. Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. He throws quickly. Amon-Ra St. Brown spins out of 1 tackle but won't get far as Mike Green tracks him down along with Aeneas Peebles. And the rookies limit to Amon-Ra St. Brown to no gain. The punt team will come on. And the Ravens are going to take their first timeout.
Yeah, I was going to say somebody has to make a timeout. The clock did stop. Giving Lamar Jackson an opportunity to score before the half, getting the ball in the second half, is a great opportunity to get a victory tonight.
Well, it's 1:05 left to play in the half. And now they start the play clock. Jack Fox on the punt. LeJontay Wester is deep, awaiting at the Ravens 25. Ravens coming up the middle. They did not block it, but they brought pressure. Wester will take this on the run at the 30. He'll cross the 40. A flag is down back at the 14-yard line.
It's going to be holding on Detroit, I would believe.
Holding. Kicking team number 15. That 10-yard penalty be added at the end of the run. First down.
And that will put the ball near midfield when we get back. So the Ravens, with 3 timeouts remaining, they were not charged a timeout. 56 seconds left in the half. They trail the Lions 14-7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team for every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
I have your 40-minute music marathons weekdays between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Take me, Amelia, to work with you on 98 Rock.
56 seconds left in the first half. The Ravens trail the Lions 14-7, but the defense did a fantastic job on that last series, applying pressure to Jared Goff. They did not sack him, but they eliminated his pass completions, and so now they get the ball back. The Ravens did, as I first thought, use a timeout on that last Lions completion. So the Ravens have 2 timeouts to work with. Lamar Jackson on first down from the shotgun. Lions with a 4-man front. Zay Flowers goes in motion. Lamar takes the snap. Pocket collapsing. Lamar will run. Comes near side. Piece of the Lions 40. Stiff arms a man and gets out of bounds at the 36-yard line. As Lamar goes, Derrick Henry with the stiff arm on DJ Reed, the cornerback of the Detroit Lions. And now the Ravens are in field goal range.
Like, stiff arms are just in vogue. Everybody does it. Receivers, tight ends, quarterbacks, running backs, obviously. And they are very productive doing it.
Lamar picks up the first down and stops the clock. 48 seconds left in the half. Jackson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Lions rush 4. Lamar pumps once under pressure. Still in the pocket. Scrambles to the right, extending. Now he throws. Complete. A reach out grab by Justice Hill, and then he tumbles out of bounds and stops the clock. After a gain to the Lions, they're going to mark him at the 33-yard line. So he gets about 4 yards on the play.
How Lamar still sees down the field after running around for about 5 seconds in the backfield and still sees Justice Hill crossing the field shallow to the right, from the left to the right, is amazing.
And he conserves the Ravens 2 timeouts. Hill remains in the backfield. Lamar in the shotgun. 3 receivers bunched to the left inside the numbers. Lamar takes the snap, looking to the left. Has time, pumps once, fires far sideline, and it is caught inside the 20-yard line That's DeAndre Hopkins making his first grab of the night. And again, stopping the clock with 32 seconds and putting the ball at the Lions' 19. So now, Rod, with 32 seconds and 2 timeouts, you can strategize to try to score a touchdown and not merely be in field goal position.
You got a great opportunity to score a touchdown, but that last pass to Hopkins was sitting about 15 yards down the field on the sideline waiting, and the ball went right into his hands.
First and 10 Ravens of the Lions' 19. Lamar takes the snap. Lions rush 4. Lamar fires far sideline, and it sails incomplete, but a flag is down. The target was DeAndre Hopkins. The corner was Terrion Arnold. And this is going to give the Ravens the ball back at the 1 yard line. Well, here you are again.
Pass interference. Defense number 6. Flag foul. Automatic first down.
A minute and 27 seconds removed from a 4th and 2 disaster. The Ravens have it 1st and goal at the Lions 3.
Yeah, Arnold was pushing Hopkins all the way down the field when the ball was in the air. That is pass interference. Be interesting to see what type of calls Todd Monken makes sitting here. 1st and goal from the 3 yard line. Still got 2 timeouts.
Play clock is running. 20 seconds on the play clock. The Ravens seem to have a little confusion as Rashad Bateman comes on and Tylan Wallace goes out. 13 on the play clock. Ravens still in the huddle. Now they break the huddle, sprint to the line. 7 on the play clock. Henry in the backfield. Lamar under center. Off the play fake. Lamar, pocket collapsing, throws. Touchdown, Rashad Bateman! And the Ravens get back to the end zone and are an extra point away from tying it up.
So Todd Monken said, okay, we tried to run it the first couple times. We didn't get in. This time, let's play action fast, come off of that, and one of my guys are going to come open. Lamar Jackson does a great job of selling the run. Bateman runs a shallow crossing route. Easy touchdown for the Ravens.
And Rashad Bateman gets the Ravens back in the end zone, and Tyler Luke will come on to try to tie it up. Well, that was a vintage Lamar Jackson drive. Luke's extra point attempt is up and good. And with 24 seconds left in the half, the Ravens have tied it at 14. Well, that's a wild last 2 minutes of a half, and we're not done yet. 24 seconds left in the half, and the Lions have all of their timeouts. So let's take you back and revisit what went on in these last 2 minutes. The Ravens get the ball. 1st and goal after an amazing catch by Tez Walker. Put the ball at the 4 yard line. They hammer it down to the 1 yard line. It's goal to go. Derrick Henry 0 for 2 from the 1 yard line. Lamar Jackson tries a quarterback power and then tries to throw the ball to the end zone. Has the ball stripped out of his hands. The Lions recover the fumble at the 20 yard line. And it looks like Detroit has plenty of time and 3 timeouts to possibly get another score. The Ravens defense does an amazing job. 3 and out. They get the ball back to Lamar, and we're all tied up.
And you needed the defense to step up to the forefront, get a 3 and out or a turnover. They did that. Give the ball back to Lamar. Lamar marched right down the field like he normally does and put some points on the board.
And the ball falls off the tee for Tyler Loop. Hey, this season for every Ravens touchdown, Baltimore area Toyota dealers donate $500 to Kennedy Krieger. So that Rashad Bateman touchdown is another $500 for Kennedy Krieger from Toyota. Here's Loop's kick, high end over end. Khalif Raymond will field it at the 4. Brings it across the 15, 20. Right hash mark 25, 30, and he's taken off his feet at the 32-yard line. Good tackle by Tylan Wallace. And it leaves the Lions with 18 seconds left in the half. Detroit does have all of its timeouts. We'll see if Dan Campbell is content with a 14-14 tie or if he's going to take a shot for field position to set up a field goal.
And if they do anything, watch the deep crossing routes, the deep in cuts. That's what Jared Goff likes to throw.
Goff will put 2 receivers to the left, bunch 2 to the right. Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield, and Goff will set on the shotgun. Goff takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Crossing pattern. Pass complete. And tackled at the 35-yard line is Khalifa Raymond. TJ Tampa on the tackle, and the Lions will use a timeout, stopping the clock with 13 seconds left in the half. Lions still have 2 timeouts.
Yeah, they try to run that shallow cross. TJ Tampa did a good job of fighting through the traffic. Playing man-to-man on the backside. Trying to keep tight coverage from the receivers down the field.
Ball is at the Detroit 37, right hash mark, with the Lions working from our right to left. Goff again, similar formation. Now he'll bring a third receiver to the left. Jameson Williams, the speedster, alone to the right at the numbers. Goff takes the snap. Ravens rush 4. Goff throws quickly, complete at the 40-yard line. Amon-Ra St. Brown tackled there immediately, and the Lions will take another timeout with 7 seconds left in the half.
Second charge timeout. Detroit.
Yeah,
30-second timeout.
This next play has to be a shot down the field to give, if they want to try a field goal.
The problem is you only have 7 seconds left.
You don't have a lot of time. You do have the 1 timeout still remaining, and it has to be a pretty fast route, shallow crossing route or something intermediate to get the ball out of his hands and timeout right away.
Lions kicker Jake Bates has a big leg, former UFL kicker with the Michigan Panthers. Has become somewhat of a folk hero in the Detroit area. But the Lions are going to need about 20 yards to get in Bates' kicking range. 7 seconds left in the half, tied at 14. Lions down to their last timeout, possibly their last play. And now the Ravens will take a timeout.
Baltimore. 30-second timeout.
So Zach Orr got a look at the personnel and formation of the Lions. He wanted to make an adjustment to his defense. Rod, this is one of those situations where you got to be really, really careful defensively. You don't want to be so soft that you let them get into field goal range. But you also don't want to be so aggressive that you let anybody get behind you.
Yeah, you would think within that 7 seconds, you don't want to be playing underneath it. You want to, like you said, not to be too soft, but you want to be aggressive with your coverage. You want to be aggressive with your pressure up front. And then the last one, Marlon Humphrey got hurt. Awuzie is in there playing the nickel spot.
So we'll see if we can get an update on that at halftime. 3rd down and 3 for the Lions from the Detroit 40. 7 seconds left in the half. We're tied at 14. Goff takes the snap, looks to the right, fires over the middle, complete at midfield, and sliding down with the catch is Amon-Ra St. Brown at the 48-yard line. The Lions will use their last timeout with 2 seconds remaining, and they will trot Jake Bates on for a long field goal try. This ball will be spotted at the 48. So it is going to be a 60. No, they're going to bring the punt team on. No, it is Bates. Okay, it is Bates. So what are you doing? This is going to be a 67-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, Bates was way back there. Looked like he was going to punt it.
John Harbaugh is going to ice the kicker.
3rd and final timeout. Baltimore. 30-second timeout.
When the opponent misses a field goal, you get a free 6-piece McNuggets on the McDonald's app the next day. If an opponent misses another field goal, you're upgraded to a free 10-piece. So let's put this into context. This will be a 67-yard field goal attempt for the Lions kicker, Jake Bates. The NFL record is 66 yards, set by Justin Tucker in Detroit, a game winner a few years ago.
Mike, can he make this? Where's the wind when you need it?
There is no wind to note. The flag's hanging limp from the top of the goalpost. Bates is going to be kicking in the direction of the Russell Street end zone. LeJontay Wester, the Ravens return man, settles into the end zone beneath the uprights in the event the kick is short.
Absolutely. Try to turn this one back if it is short.
This will be a 67-yard attempt. If it's good, it would be the longest in NFL history. Jake Bates from 67 yards. Kick on the way. This one is tracking to the left. It is no good. And time has expired. So on that miss, it means you get a free 6-piece McNuggets with a minimum $1 purchase on the McDonald's app tomorrow at participating restaurants. We've reached halftime at M&T Bank Stadium. It's the Ravens 14, the Lions 14 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Looking for a smarter way to do your banking? At APG Federal Credit Union, you're the MVP. We're not for profit, so you get lower fees, better rates, and a team that puts you first. No fine print, just hometown service with real heart. So while the Ravens crush it on the field, you can crush your financial goals. Visit apgfcu.com and become a member today. That's apgfcu.com. Serving Baltimore City and Baltimore, Harford, and Cecil counties. Federally insured by NCUA.
This Ravens season, get in the game at Safeway and enter their Flock In and Win sweepstakes for your chance to win Ravens tickets, autographed jerseys, helmets, and more. Download the Safeway app or visit Safeway.com/flock-in-and-win for more details. Safeway makes sure Ravens fans have all their game day needs to tailgate or host like a pro. Pick up the football items of the week. Signature Select dry roasted peanuts, veggie sticks, or chips for just $2.99 each. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I've never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies?
Check, please. New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports? Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Win tickets to Nothing More Tuesday at 2:30 with Kirk and Marianne here on 98 Rock.
Time for the halftime report. This is the Ravens Game Day Network.
Halftime here on Monday Night Football. The Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens all knotted up at 14 apiece. Nick Testoni here. Let's bring in now the man who's been on the call, the Hall of Famer Rod Woodson. Rod, we've seen an interesting display for the Ravens offense. We haven't seen a ton of them. Only 10 minutes of possession time. They have 14 points, had a little trouble at the goal line. Your overall impressions of how they've been running the football tonight?
Well, I think they've ran the ball well. I would like to see a little bit more zone read with Lamar Jackson being able to keep the football. But with that being said, it's hard to do when you only have 21 plays in the first half, only 10 minutes of time of possession. But the defense has come around. They've given the ball back to the offense. The offense has moved around, had some big plays. The great thing is that the Ravens offense gets to go on the field first in the second half and set the tone.
Yeah, and so you mentioned the reason they haven't been able to run a lot of plays, Detroit has controlled the game for 19 minutes, including 2 lengthy touchdown drives. Do you expect Zach Orr to try to heat up Jared Goff a little bit more like that last possession, send a lot more blitzes trying to get to him?
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're going to I would think they're going to get in that stack eye again, because that's where when they got in that stack eye, that second drive, they moved the ball right down the field, getting 3 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, a little play action pass off of that. I would think that they would get in that in the second half somewhere along the line to see if Zach Orr has an answer for that type of formation.
All right, appreciate the insight as always, Rod. We'll talk to you in the second half.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Hall of Famer Rod Woodson. We are at halftime on Monday Night Football between the Lions and the Ravens. 14 apiece. We'll tell you how we got there when we come back on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Coming up, the Maryland Lottery play of the first half.
When the Ravens take the field, Baltimore stands united. And just like your favorite team, APG Federal Credit Union is built on trust, teamwork, and hometown pride. Whether you're saving for season tickets or tackling your next big goal, APG Federal Credit Union has your back with great rates, local service, and a game plan for your financial future. Join the team that's proud to cheer for the Ravens and proud to serve you. APG Federal Credit Union, serving Baltimore City and Baltimore, Harford, and Cecil counties. Federally insured by NCUA. Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
Progressive knows there's so many great things about being a sports fan. Like scoring the company box seats. How great is that? Trick plays that actually work. Prevent defense when your team is winning by a lot. And even more preventative prevent defense as they're hanging on by a thread. And of course, saving money when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. That's pretty great. Just like trick plays that actually work.
Yeah, but how often does that happen?
Complaining about sports? Not so great. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Ravens scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with the Ravens scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
Tuesday morning on Justin Scott and Spiegel, 8 a.m., your chance to win My Chemical Romance tickets on 98 Rock.
Now, a recap of the first half on the Ravens Game Day Network.
All right, back here on the halftime report, Nick Testoni. It is 14 apiece. Lions and Ravens, drastically different possessions for these two teams, as the Lions have controlled the football for 19 minutes, 48 seconds. The Ravens just 10 minutes and 12 seconds, but they have both equaled it up with 2 touchdowns. The Lions got the football first, and it was a big explosive play. Jamison Williams over the top, 24 yards. He also came up with a 19-yard reception on 3rd and 6. They get down inside the red zone. It's 4th and 3. What does Dan Campbell do? He goes for it. So on 4th and 3 in field goal range, Amon-Ra St. Brown with a 7-yard completion sets up Jahmyr Gibbs on the 1-yard line, who would open in the scoring.
Jahmyr Gibbs alone in the backfield. He'll get the handoff running right up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown. And the Detroit Lions open up with an 11-play touchdown drive that quickly quiets this home crowd at M&T Bank Stadium.
Yeah, it was quite a way to come out for the Lions. They just kept on moving the football. Critical downs, they kept it moving. 7-0. What would the Ravens do to come out? They'd go to Mark Andrews on the season coming into this game. 2 catches, 7 yards. He surpassed that with the first play.
On first down, Lamar from under center. Play action, deep drop. Fires to the right, complete. Andrews has it at the 30, after the 35, and drags the tackler all the way to the 39-yard line as the Ravens pick up 19 yards to start the drive.
Signs of life from the tight end room for Baltimore. Lamar Jackson had a 12-yard scramble before Derrick Henry got loose.
Give us to Henry. Straight dive. He's got a hole. Henry to the 20. The King to the 15. 10, 5. Touchdown, Ravens.
He gone.
They needed 1. They got 6.
I got a flag?
Oh, there's a penalty flag down.
Offside. He's putting on the flag. Lined up in the neutral zone. Penalty decline. Result of the play. Touchdown.
And that wakes the house back up as Derrick Henry on a 3rd and 1 breaks it for a touchdown. And the Ravens bring the special teams on to try to tie this game up.
Yeah, Tyler Loop's PAT is good. We're all knotted at 7 apiece. Next possession, well, the Lions go 3 and out. It all started with a backwards pass that was ruled a fumble. They had to hop on it. Jahmyr Gibbs did, so they started behind the sticks on 3rd and 19. Jahmyr Gibbs can only get 8 yards back, so the Lions punt. The Ravens get the football, and they can't do anything with it. They go 3 and out, but they get a great special teams play. They pin the Lions down inside the 6-yard line and add a penalty. They start their own 2-yard line. Great opportunity for the Ravens. Well, on 3rd and 7, inside their own 5, Sam Laporte a 10-yard reception. This takes us to the second quarter, and they just kept getting chunk play. It was 18 plays. They got all the way down to the 1-yard line. This time it wasn't Jahmyr Gibbs. It was the aforementioned Knuckles in that Sonic and Knuckles group. It was David Montgomery.
Takes the snap, hands it to Montgomery, powers his way to the goal line. Montgomery does not get in. Oh, now they signal touchdown. Well, that was delayed. The two officials converged. No signal, and then finally a third official came forward and signaled touchdown.
Yeah, I made it 14-7, only the first half, and Jerry is already fed up with the officiating. But we move forward here. Ravens get the football back. They get a big play on third down from Rashad Bateman. Then Tez Walker, welcome to the NFL. You have a catch that's not a touchdown.
Lamar wants to throw, steps up in the pocket, going deep, looking for Tez Walker. He's got him at the 4, and Walker's taken out of bounds there. 4th catch of the season for Tez Walker. 4th catch of his career. First time he's not in the end zone. He's only inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, so they get first and goal at the 3, a 2-yard run by Henry. Then Henry is stuffed for a no gain, then loses a yard. So the Ravens go for it. 4th and 2 from Detroit, and it's just a disaster.
Get him out of the
4th
pocket.
and goal. Jackson takes the snap, rolls to the right, pumps to the end zone. He's hit and fumbles the ball. It's loose at the 20-yard line. He falls on it at the 21-yard line. And the Lions will take over on down.
Yeah, no points for the Ravens after getting a first and goal from the 3-yard line. They would, however, get one more possession this half after making the Lions punt. And it would be big plays by Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard run. DeAndre Hopkins draws a huge pass interference that gets him down inside the red zone once again. And Rashad Bateman finally gets into the end zone in 2025.
Off the play fake, Lamar, pocket collapsing, throws, touchdown, Rashad Bateman. And the Ravens get back to the end zone and are an extra point away from tying it up.
Yeah, and they would not get through in that Rashad Bateman 3-yard touchdown reception is your play of the first half, brought to you by Maryland Lottery. Lions, last-ditch effort, get it down, try for the longest field goal in NFL history at 67. Jake Bates cannot knock it through. It comes up a little bit short and to the left. So that's where we head into the break. 14-all. Ravens get the football first to start the second half. Lamar Jackson, 8 of 9, 98 yards and a touchdown. Jared Goff, 14 of 17, 135. Second half action is coming up next with Jerry and Rod on the Ravens Game Day Network.
The second half kick is straight ahead on the Ravens Game Day Network. Some things never go out of style, like trust, reliability, and driving a Toyota. Take the legendary Camry, defined by comfort and performance, or the smart and efficient Corolla, built to move you forward with style. Need muscle? The powerful Tundra is ready for big jobs and even bigger adventures. And the bold Tacoma, built to take on trails, highways, and everything in between. Hurry in. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, huddle up. We've got the chance to make our homeownership dreams come true with MarylandHomeownership.com. Downfield, webinars happen monthly with local experts. Lynn, grab buyer toolkits.
Got it.
And Pete, eyes on down payment assistance and financial education.
Yep.
Let's get started on this pathway to homeownership. Yeah. This is our moment. We've got the resources with MarylandHomeownership.com. Homeowner on 3. 1, 2, 3. Homeowner.
Yeah. Buy a home with confidence. Get in the game with MarylandHomeownership.com, the playbook that takes you home.
And now, fantasy football tips from the Maryland Lottery. You've played the matchups, made some trades, and worked the waiver wire. Now it's time to enjoy a series of devastating injuries to your roster. It's not too late to change your game to Ravens scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Unlike in your fantasy league, you've still got a shot to win prizes like Ravens season tickets for 20 years. Play today and maybe work in some stretching. Please play responsibly.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate, any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
I'm Keaton Mitchell on 98 Rock.
Third quarter, brought to you by Safeway.
Second half will start. Locked up at 14 apiece. The Ravens will have the ball first. They won the opening coin toss, elected to defer.
Yeah, I like to see Lamar in the second half let the ball rip a little bit down the field. He has a couple opportunities. His receivers got on top of some of the DBs.
Jake Bates' kick will be taken by Rasheen Ali at the 1. Brings it across the 10. Crosses to the 20, 25. It'll be taken down at the 27-yard line. Well, Lamar Jackson in the first half, 8 of 9, 98 yards, 1 touchdown pass. And he got the Ravens right back in this game when it looked like they were on the cusp of falling behind by 2 scores. It's just one more reason John Harbaugh feels so good about having Lamar as his quarterback.
All the solid stuff, all the basic stuff, the outs on time, the check with me's, all the different things like that are the things that over the last few years are the things that he's really built into his game as well.
And Lamar will start the drive in the shotgun formation. Ball is at the Ravens 27. Derrick Henry to his right. Lions rush 4. Lamar wants to throw on first down. Good protection. Check down to Henry. He's at the 30. Bounces off a tackler and stretches the ball out to the 34-yard line. That'll be a pickup of about 6 to start the drive.
I'm trying to think, like, if I saw Derrick Henry catch the ball in the flat and I'm coming up to tackle him, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to tackle the guy because he's 6'4", 250 pounds. Am I going to hit him high? Am I going to hit him low? I don't want to hit him low and then hurt myself. I don't want to hit him high and him stiff arm me.
Might just whiff and save your career. Ravens in the power I formation. Zaire Mitchell Payton in front of Henry. Lamar under center. Gives to Henry. Running to the right side. Hit. Tumbles forward. Only get about 2 on the play to the 36-yard line. It will set up a 3rd down and 2. So the Lions taking a page out of the Browns defensive playbook from a week ago and moving all of their personnel anywhere Derrick Henry goes. It would seem, Rod, like it's time for the Ravens to start thinking about using Henry a little bit as a misdirection.
Absolutely. When you put 8 in the box, 9 guys, 10 guys within 9 yards of the line of scrimmage, you have an opportunity to make some plays down the field.
And a flag and whistle prior to the snap. The Ravens say the Lions jumped.
But remember, the Lions has to be in the neutral zone.
Neutral zone infraction, defense number 51. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
So Roy Lopez, the defensive tackle for the Detroit Lions, hands the Ravens a first down. And on a night when conversions have not been easy, Ravens 2 of 4 on 3rd down conversions. You like the freebies. 1st and 10 Ravens. Now to spot the ball at the Ravens' 41-yard line. They open the second half, moving from our left to right. Derrick Henry alone in the backfield. Lamar under center. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lamar throws quickly down the seam, looking for Kohler. Almost intercepted. Brian Bates had Branch had a clear break on that ball. And Branch could not reel it in. He should have picked it off. The Ravens are lucky that was not a turnover.
I like the idea, but normally when you're running seams from a tight bunch look or condensed split, you want to pump one way and go the other way because you can try to move the safety a little bit. That time, they were very lucky that ball was dropped by Branch.
Branch is a Pro Bowl safety, and he was covering Mark Andrews, peeled away and came in and broke on the ball that was intended for Kohler. It is 2nd and 10. Lamar steps back into the shotgun. Throws quickly, complete, short gain, out to the 45-yard line. Mark Andrews wrestled to the turf there after a gain of 4. That's the 3rd catch of the night for Mark Andrews. Had 2 catches in the first 2 games combined. Now the Ravens looking at a 3rd down and 6.
I mean, the one thing that Lamar is doing, he is getting multiple receivers. He got 7 receivers so far with at least 1 catch. So he's getting everybody involved in the game plan.
7 receivers on 10 completions. That is spreading it around. And they'll spread out the offense here. 3 receivers to the right. Justice Hill joins Lamar in the backfield. Jackson takes the snap in the shotgun, throws over the middle, complete. Zay Flowers has it in midfield, and he is going to be right at the first down marker. They're going to mark his first down progress, good enough for a first down. So Zay Flowers coming up with some tough yardage. And offensive coordinator Todd Monken loves being able to get the ball to such a good playmaker.
They're all pressing. Every receiver, if they're covering the tight end or the receivers, every DB is pressing. Use that to your advantage. Run some rub routes, some pick routes. Get those guys open.
Ravens go to the power I formation, give us to Henry, slams into the line, pushes the pile forward, but only gets about 2 yards. to the Lions' 45-yard line. Here's Todd Monken on what Zay Flowers brings to this offense.
Everybody's got to bring their own juice. I mean, that's what we do on game day. You're a pro. Everybody's ready to go on game day. So on game day, it's his playmaking ability.
And that's what we saw on that third down conversion. Zay Flowers, last year becoming the first Ravens wide receiver draft pick ever named to a Pro Bowl. Lamar on 2nd down and 6 of the Lions' 44. Henry alone in the backfield. Lamar under center. Off the play fake. Blitz pressure coming. Lamar throws complete. Cole has it at the 30-yard line. Steps out of a tackle and stretches down to the 26-yard line. First down, Ravens.
They brought pressure. Lamar, they blocked it up. Lamar saw Kohler in the middle of the field. It was no defender within 5 yards of Kohler. Easy throw and catch.
So we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the Ravens went through their first 2 games this season with only 2 completions to tight ends combined. Tonight, 5 completions for the tight ends. A whistle prior to the snap.
After replay assistance, the ball will be spotted at the 29-yard line. First down.
So the replay booth identifying that Charlie Kohler's knee was down as he tried to stretch the ball forward. So they'll back it up to the 29-yard line. 10:44 to play. Third quarter, tied at 14. This is the opening drive of the third quarter. And this has been a game of big drives.
Like to see a misdirection or zone read where Lamar can keep the football if they do not close down with the running back.
8th play of the drive coming up. Lamar operating under center. Zay Flowers comes in motion. Lamar rolls out, fires near side, looking for his tight end. What a catch by Mark Andrews, who reaches up and pulls it down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, nice little misdirection, run a bootleg back to the offense's right. Mark Andrews, I mean, Branch is all over him. And that's just a great catch, great throw and a great catch by Mark Andrews.
I mean, Branch is draped on Andrews. He has his right hand on Andrews' right arm.
That was great concentration, bringing the ball into the body, holding on to the ball as he hits the ground.
Branch could not believe that Mark Andrews came up with it. First and goal, Ravens from the 10. Quick toss. Henry wants to throw it on the halfback pass. Lobs it to the end zone. Oh, he almost threw an interception. He threw a wobbler. He was looking for Tylan Wallace, but DJ Reed got his hands on it. Fortunately, Reed could not pull it down.
Tylan Wallace had to play defensive back on that possession. He went up in the air, knocked it out of the hands of Reed, who had both his hands on the ball at one point.
That's one of those plays where if it's a running back throwing it, if it's not wide open, you just don't throw it.
You do not throw it. You
just run it out of bounds.
Run it out of bounds.
You don't want your running back double clutching on a pass. 2nd and goal, Ravens. 3 receivers bunched to the left inside the numbers. Lamar takes the snap. Lions rush 4. Pocket collapsing. Lamar being chased. He's hit from behind, and he's sacked back at the 14-yard line. Al-Quadin Muhammad.
And Muhammad was coming from the backside. I was a little nervous that Lamar was running out of the pocket. He didn't see him. I thought he was going to try to take a swipe at the ball, but at the last second, Lamar pulled the ball back in.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ravens Game Day Network.
WIYY HD1 Baltimore.
The home of the Baltimore Ravens and Justin Scott and Spiegel Mornings. This is 98 Rock.
The 11th play of the drive. You hate to settle for a field goal. Lamar Jackson from the shotgun. Throws towards the end zone, looking for Andrews. He's got a touchdown! Mark Andrews! A diving grab along the sideline. And the Ravens have their first lead of the night.
But that was a great throw and a great catch by Mark Andrews. He threw that as soon as Mark Andrews put his left foot in the ground and went to the sideline on a little 7 cut. And it was on the money.
The 7 cut is the down and out, correct?
Down and out, about a 45-degree angle out. Aneloni was draped all over him. That was just a great throw and catch.
We saw a lot of great coverage by the Lions on that drive, but even better passes from Lamar Jackson. And two great grabs by Mark Andrews. Tyler Loop's extra point attempt is right down the middle and good. 8:51 to play, third quarter. And for the first time tonight, the Ravens have the lead. Ravens 21, Lions 14 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
And now, fantasy football tips from the Maryland Lottery. You've played the matchups, made some trades, and worked the waiver wire. Now it's time to enjoy a series of devastating injuries to your roster. It's not too late to change your game to Ravens scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Unlike in your fantasy league, you've still got a shot to win prizes like Ravens season tickets for 20 years. Play today and maybe work in some stretching. Please play responsibly.
Okay, huddle up. We've got the chance to make our homeownership dreams come true with MarylandHomeownership.com. Downfield, webinars happen monthly with local experts. Lynn, grab buyer toolkits.
Got it.
And Pete, eyes on down payment assistance and financial education.
Yep.
Let's get started on this pathway to homeownership.
Yeah.
This is our moment. We've got the resources with MarylandHomeownership.com. Homeowner on 3. 1, 2, 3. Homeowner.
Buy a home with confidence. Get in the game with MarylandHomeownership.com, the playbook that takes you home.
Wawa hoagies are a winning pick for game day. Every hoagie is built to order with the ingredients you crave. Choose your favorite, like a toasty cheesesteak, meatball, or Italian. There's a hoagie for every mood and every appetite. Order ahead for pickup or delivery on the Wawa app. Planning for the game? Wawa Catering has you covered. Make your game day a winner with Wawa hoagies, snacks, and drinks. Order ahead at WawaCatering.com. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Baltimore Ravens.
It's finally football season, Ravens fans, and that means it's fall pest season too. Do me a favor, connect with the official pest control sponsor of the Baltimore Ravens, PMSI, for all your pest control needs. PMSI's tenured technicians are trained at removing and preventing all pests, including termites, bed bugs, mice, mosquitoes, wildlife, and more. Visit mypmsi.com or call 410-496-4154 to intercept those pests. PMSI, the official pest control partner of the Baltimore Ravens.
Listen to the Purple Power Hour Tuesday at 5 with Kirk and Marianne here on 98 Rock.
So in a game of long drives, the Ravens start the second half with a 11-play, 73-yard touchdown drive that takes more than 6 minutes off the clock. And they cap it with Lamar Jackson, a 14-yard perfect throw to a diving Mark Andrews. And Mark Andrews now with 5 receptions, 64 yards, and 1 touchdown. Mark Andrews is our player profile, brought to you by Autumn Lake Healthcare. Well, that's exactly the way you want to start a second half at home on Monday night.
Yeah, and getting your stud tight end back involved in the offense early and often.
Tyler Loop with the kickoff. Bounces it down to the 10-yard line, but they're going to say it did not get to the 20-yard line, so that means the Lions, on the procedure penalty, will get the ball at the 40-yard line.
Short free kick. Kicking team number 33. Ball in place at the 40-yard line. First down.
The arcing kick that went to the 10-yard line, 5-yard, that is perfect. Every time he tries to do the little squib kick, he misses it sometimes, and it's landing on like the 21, 22-yard line.
Well, what they're trying to do with that kick is they're trying to 1 or 2 hop it into the end zone, because an end zone touchback after the ball hits in the landing zone puts the ball at the 20. But as you saw there, you miss it, it puts the ball at the 40. Lions will start the drive on the left hash mark at their 40-yard line. Goff off the play fake, fires over the middle, incomplete, and he was under pressure from Mike Green, who dropped the Lions quarterback as he threw the ball.
Yeah, Mike Green got back there that time, and that was a longer route. He was waiting for that deep over to come open. That time the backers got a little bit more depth, but Mike Green got to him as soon as he was trying to let the ball go.
We had a chance to talk with Mike in preseason, and he said everybody calls him Mike Green. Nobody calls him Mike. Nobody calls him Greeny. Nobody calls him M. Green. There's no nicknames.
Mr. Green?
Everybody calls him Mike Green. Jared Goff on second down, hands it off. Jahmyr Gibbs cuts inside the 40-yard line, bangs off of a defender. Took a big hit from Awuzie.
That was a really good hit by Awuzie coming in.
And he'll get out to the 48-yard line. It's third down for the Detroit Lions. You know, Awuzie was one of the best offseason signings. He was kind of under the radar, but boy, he's been an impact player.
He has played extremely well every time he goes out onto the field for the Ravens defense.
Former Dallas Cowboy, former Cincinnati Bengal. spent last year with Tennessee. He has had an impact as a Raven. 3rd down and 3 for the Lions. From the Detroit 47, Goff will throw. Ravens rush 4. Goff with time, pass complete to Sam Laporta. And the tight end has a first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Yeah, Sam Laporta just runs a little return route on Agent Zero. Act like he was going to go run out route, and then he cuts it back inside. Has a position on him.
Third quarter of tonight's broadcast brought to you by Safeway. Ravens 21, Lions 14. Lions with 7:35 left in the third quarter, looking at a 1st and 10 at the Ravens 46. Goff from under center, hands it off to Gibbs. He's got a big hole inside the 40 and all the way down to the Ravens' 36-yard line as Jahmyr Gibbs rips off a 10-yard run.
They have to figure out how they're going to play against that we call it that pair slide, so where the 2 tight ends are at. Even though they motion now the receiver over, are you going to run? You got to run some type of plays inside, some type of sticks inside, some type of stunts inside for the defensive lineman to take those interior plays off, or bring some pressure from the outside and slant the opposite way.
Goff steps back into the shotgun, has Gibbs to his right, 2 receivers to the left. Gives it to Gibbs, running between the hash marks. Tries to bounce toward the outside, has nowhere to go. Teddy Buchanan will bunch him up. But he does get enough yardage for a first down, and that should move the chains for the Lions. 1st and 10 with 6.5 minutes left to play in the game. Third quarter, rather. Ravens trying to hold on to their first lead of the game. Up 21-14.
Yeah, Detroit is back into that tempo and that game plan that they had with the second drive against the Ravens, where they're playing in that power eye look.
Now the tight end splits out wide to the right. Montgomery will take the pitch, throws it back to Goff. He wants to throw a flea flicker, fires down the middle. He's got Amon-Ra St. Brown open at the 18-yard line. Taken down immediately by Kyle Hamilton. But the creative play call puts the ball inside the Old Bay red zone, and the Lions are knocking at the door again.
Anytime you see the quarterback toss the ball and then take off, something has to trigger from that defensive end position, knowing that that's not normal.
And that was Mike Green, the rookie defensive end, edge rusher, who bit too hard on the sweep and let Goff drift out to the flat to throw the strike. 1st and 10 Lions from the Ravens 18. Goff to throw, lofts it for the end zone. He's got a man there. He's got a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown got behind the coverage, and Jared Goff dropped it right in his hands.
Yeah, the miscommunication on the back end looked like Wiggins and Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey kind of hesitated for a second, thinking that Wiggins was going to bump out with him. He didn't. And since he didn't, he already had the position on him inside out. That was an easy throw and catch.
And an 18-yard touchdown, and the Lions now an extra point away from tying this game back up.
So the defensive backs have to make sure that they understand what they're going to do anytime they have some type of motion where the stack or receiver goes outside of them.
Jake Bates' extra point attempt is good. 5:13 to play, third quarter in Baltimore on Monday night. It's the Ravens 21, the Lions 21 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey Ravens fans, we'd like to invite you to join us in saluting and supporting military families and their children. The Baltimore Ravens and the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation are proud partners. Your donation to the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation at mcsf.org/ravens honors those who have served and sacrificed for our country and will further strengthen our nation by providing scholarships to military children. So please give today at mcsf.org/ravens.
When you need a new water heater, you need it now. Call the Constellation Home Hot Water Hotline for same-day installation guaranteed. We'll give you up to 20% off a new water heater right on the phone. And if you find a better price than that, we'll match it. For a new water heater installed on the same day, call the Constellation Home Hot Water Hotline at 888-243-2120. Call before 4 p.m. or Sunday before 1 p.m. for same-day installation guaranteed. 89794.
I'm Josh Spiegel from The Morning Show.
And I'm attorney Randolph Rice with Rice Law.
Randolph, what's the best advice if someone's hurt in a car accident?
Best advice? Call Rice.
What if they're hurt in a motorcycle crash?
Best advice? Call Rice.
Bitten by your neighbor's chihuahua named Butch?
Best advice? Call Rice.
So if you're hurt in Maryland, it sounds like the best advice is call Rice.
That's right, Josh. When results matter, so does your lawyer.
So get the right lawyer right now.
Rice Law. Visit ricelawmd.com for help today.
Dude, did you order
the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I've never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate, any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
This is Lamar Jackson on the home of the Baltimore Ravens, 98 Rock.
Third quarter, brought to you by Safeway.
All tied at 21 with 5:13 to play in the third quarter on Monday night. Jerry Sandusky with you, along with Hall of Famer Rod Woodson. Well, the Lions have been very methodical in what they've wanted to do tonight offensively. They've had some long scoring drives, 11-play touchdown, 18-play touchdown. That last drive, 7-play touchdown. And on all of the big plays, it's gone back to that one simple principle. No pressure on Jared Goff. When the Ravens made defensive plays, they brought pressure successfully on Jared Goff.
It's hard to bring pressure when they're running those tight formations. They're running the ball in between the tackles. Sometimes you got to have some run blitzes, but the communication on the back end has to improve, making sure.
And the Lions with a special team mistake as Jake Bates kicks the ball out of bounds.
I think it's either on 38. Ball in place at the 40-yard line. First down.
So again, let me run you through the rules on the kickoffs. The ball that comes off the tee, it has to hit in the landing zone between the goal line and the 20-yard line. If the ball does not come down in the landing zone, if it comes down short of the landing zone, 40-yard line. If it hits in the landing zone and then is down in the end zone, it's spotted at the 20-yard line. If it's kicked into the end zone, it's brought out to the 35-yard line. It's designed to create more kickoffs. First down, quick toss, receiver screen. Zay Flowers weaves his way across the 45 out to the 46-yard line, and the Ravens will get 6 yards before Brian Branch brings him down.
The Detroit Lions defense is having the same game plan as the Cleveland Browns last week. They had 10 guys within 10 yards. And they're bringing pressure, and they want to say, hey, Lamar, you can throw it, but you're not going to beat us running the football.
So far, Lamar 15 of 17 passing. Power I formation. Mitchell Payton in front of Henry. Off the play fake. Lamar pumps once, hit, spun, and he'll be sacked back at the 40-yard line. That was Al-Quadin Mohammed with his second sack of the night. And it puts the Ravens into a 3rd and long from a 2nd and 3 to a 3rd and 9. Al-Quadin Mohammed did not fall for the play fake.
No, he stayed outside. That's his job. He stayed outside. I'm surprised Lamar didn't take off running with it. He was still trying to look down the field.
And now he'll spread it out. 2 receivers wide to the right. 1 tight to the left. Zay Flowers goes in motion. Lamar takes the snap in the shotgun. Steps up in a collapsing pocket. Throws to Bateman. Can't make the catch. He led him too far. Even if he had connected, he would have been tackled far shy of the first down. So the Ravens will have to punt the ball. Back to the Lions, and now the onus of the quarter falls back on the Ravens defense to see if they can put the brakes on Jared Goff and the Lions offense.
Every 3rd down, they are playing single high man-to-man. You have to take advantage of that. Run some stacks, some bunches, make the DBs communicate with each other.
Jordan Stout's first punt was a 63-yarder. Khalif Raymond is deep back at the Lions' 12-yard line. Stout, it's a high punt that will bounce inside the 10, inside the 5, and it's going to die at the 4-yard line. Great job by Jordan Stout as he will back the Detroit Lions up. But remember earlier in the game when the Lions started at their 2-yard line, they put together a 98-yard touchdown drive. Ravens defense trying to prevent that from happening again when we get back. 3:36 to play. Third quarter, Baltimore all tied at 21 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
At DraftKings, we're all about responsible gaming. Sometimes you got to know when to hold 'em. There are no locks or short things, so know when to fold 'em. It's more fun when it's for fun, so play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team. For every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Some things never go out of style, like trust, reliability, and driving a Toyota. Take the legendary Camry, defined by comfort and performance, or the smart and efficient Corolla, built to move you forward with style. Need muscle? The powerful Tundra is ready for big jobs and even bigger adventures. And the bold Tacoma, built to take on trails, highways, and everything in between. Hurry in. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Devontae Walker on the flagship station of the Baltimore Ravens, 98 Rock.
Third quarter of tonight's broadcast brought to you by Safeway. We are all tied at 21 with 3:36 to play in the third quarter. The Lions, after the Ravens punt, another beauty by Jordan Stout, will start their drive backed up at the Detroit 4-yard line. Jordan Stout now, 2 punts, averaging almost 60 yards per kick. Goff will start the drive under center. David Montgomery alone in the backfield. Montgomery to carry, running in between the hash marks. Bunny hops across the 5 to the 10, all the way out to the 15-yard line before Malachi Starks and Nate Wiggins can put the stops on him, but not before he gets 10 yards at a first down to start the drive.
So they got on that power I said. They shifted to a pair, and they've been running out of that pair. They've been running right to the pair side and had success.
Goff will bunch 3 receivers tight to the right side of the line. Montgomery the lone back. Now Amon-Ra St. Brown comes in motion and sets tight to the left. Goff from under center. Off the play fake, looking over the middle. He's got Amon-Ra, but he misses him at the 30-yard line. He led him too far. A rare miss by Jared Goff.
Yeah, just a little in cut by St. Brown, and Jared Goff is off. A little inside. You would like to see Awuzie just kind of squeeze that from the outside and make it a smaller window.
Yeah, that's a bread and butter play for this Lions offense. Play action. Receiver over the middle. It's 2nd down and 10. Give us to Montgomery. Sides up the tackle, breaks across the 20. He's across the 30. Look out, leg race. Montgomery at midfield. He's to the Ravens 40. Ravens 30, weaving to his left. 20, finally pulled down from behind, but not until he gets all the way to the Ravens 15, where Marlon Humphrey makes a touchdown-saving tackle.
And you got to remember, that's where Matabike would have been in the interior front. They've had success running the ball in there.
A 73-yard run for David Montgomery, and the Lions flip the field as they did in the first half with a 98-yard touchdown drive. This drive that started all the way back at the Lions 4, now at the Ravens 13 in the Old Bay red zone. Goff will hand it off. Jahmyr Gibbs running along the left hash mark. Hops his way inside the 10, gets down to the 8-yard line.
And I know they normally don't do a lot of run blitzes here in Baltimore. But it's always good to have in your bag of calls when you think you need to get to it.
Explain, if you can, the difference between a pass blitz and a run blitz for our listeners.
Well, run blitz is just really when you think I might be a run down and you're bringing some backers through some certain gaps. You might be bringing a corner on the outside and everybody's slanting away. This gives them opportunity to give them a different look to stop the run.
Goff on the play action, rolls out to the right, throws short complete. As Sam Laporta makes the grab, but won't get very far. He'll be taken down at about the 6-7 yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down and 4 for the Lions. Well, you consider this a delayed win for the Ravens defense if they can limit the Lions to a field goal drive.
No, this is a critical 3rd down. I mean, they still can get a 1st down, but it's a critical 3rd down for the Ravens to get them in only a field goal opportunity.
It is 3rd and 4, 3rd and a long 3. Lions have to get to just inside the 3 for a 1st down. Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield as Jared Goff steps back, and the Lions will take a timeout.
First charge timeout. Detroit. 30-second timeout.
Not sure if Jared Goff was unclear on the play call or Dan Campbell didn't like his personnel. But in a game that's this close, you don't like to burn timeouts in the 3rd quarter. The Lions do that so that they don't have a bad play call, trying to ensure they extend this drive.
No, you always want to make sure that you have the right personnel grouping, the right call. When you get in these scoring situations, that you don't waste it.
Well, the Lions had the ball in the first half at their 2-yard line. They put together an 18-play drive. This time they've done big work in short order. It's only the 6th play of this drive, and they have it at the Ravens' 6-yard line. It's 3rd down and 3. Coming out of the timeout, Jared Goff will have Jahmyr Gibbs alone in the backfield. Tight end and with 2 receivers set to the left. Gibbs to Gibbs running right up the middle, and he's going to be swallowed up and stopped just shy of the 1st down. He's about a half a yard shy, and this is where Dan Campbell has developed a reputation of going for it. He's already gone for it once on 4th down. He'll go for it here on 4th and less than 1.
And they like to run to the strong side, the close side, where the tight end is at.
Lions going no huddle. Jared Goff getting his linemen settled down. They'll set under center. Jahmyr Gibbs, the lone back. 9 seconds on the play clock. And now the Lions will take a timeout. Yep, check that. It's going to let the clock wind down to the end of the 3rd quarter. So 1 quarter left to play, and it is high drama in Baltimore on Monday night after 3 quarters of play. Ravens 21, Lions 21 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Football fans know when you take a hit, you've got to bounce back fast. Same goes for your car. At Maryland Collision Center, every vehicle is repaired with love, so you're always ready for the next drive. They're family-owned and trusted across Maryland, and now opening their 9th location in Owings Mills, just a short drive from the nest. They work with all insurance companies, making repairs simple and stress-free. So when life delivers a hard tackle, take it to the pros at MarylandCollisionCenter.com. Maryland Collision Center, repaired with love.
Whether it's your first time betting or you've been gambling for years, have a plan and know the game. Be aware of the rules and odds before you gamble. Set a budget and never gamble with money you can't afford to lose. Take a break and consider teaming up with trusted friends to help you stick to your budget. Remember, if you or a loved one has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER 24/7 or go to helpmygamblingproblem.org for free confidential services.
Ravens fans, every day is game day when you run a business. All Roads is your source for work trucks and equipment that keep your business ready for construction, landscaping, logistics, tree care, and more. From Kenworth, Isuzu, Vermeer, and Ford, you'll find the right trucks and equipment to help you work safer, faster, and smarter, job after job. Stay game day ready with All Roads. All Roads, service at every turn. Visit allroads.com today. That's allroads.com.
This Ravens season, get in the game at Safeway and enter their Flock In and Win sweepstakes for your chance to win Ravens tickets, autographed jerseys, helmets, and more. Download the Safeway app or visit Safeway.com/flockinandwin for more details. Safeway makes sure Ravens fans have all their game day needs to tailgate or host like a pro. Pick up the football items of the week. Signature Select dry roasted peanuts, veggie sticks, or chips for just $2.99 each. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm Roquan Smith. There is one station who knows Baltimore best, 98 Rock.
Start of the fourth quarter in Baltimore, all tied at 21. The fourth quarter starts with Detroit looking at a 4th and 1 from the Ravens' 4-yard line. A football length inside the 4. The Lions have to get to the 3. Jared Goff walks to the line of scrimmage, sets under center. Jahmyr Gibbs is the back. He'll hand it to the up back, flips it to Gibbs. He gets around the corner and he strolls in for a touchdown. Creative play call by the Lions as Goff handed it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. St. Brown pretending he was running the sweep, and then he flipped it, Oklahoma pitch style, to Jahmyr Gibbs, who went untouched in for the touchdown.
They ran an option with the receiver. Something that you normally don't go over, but you want to go over those option rules.
It was just enough to get the rookie edge rusher, Mike Green, to hesitate as he went one step toward Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that's all St. Brown needed to get the ball out on the edge to Jahmyr Gibbs, and the Lions regain the lead. Here's Jake Bates for the extra point. Bates' kick is good. 14:55 left to play. A lot of time left, but the Ravens find themselves trailing now. Lions 28, Ravens 21 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Some things never go out of style, like trust, reliability, and driving a Toyota. Take the legendary Camry, defined by comfort and performance, or the smart and efficient Corolla, built to move you forward with style. Need muscle? The powerful Tundra is ready for big jobs and even bigger adventures. And the bold Tacoma, built to take on trails, highways, and everything in between. Hurry in. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Planning a move? Von Paris Moving and Storage will handle all the details. Whether your move is within the state of Maryland, across the country, or overseas, Von Paris can customize their services to meet your needs and budget. Their relocation experts will provide a free no-obligation estimate and answer any questions or concerns about your upcoming household or office moving requirements. Call Von Paris Moving and Storage today at 410-888-8500 or visit vonparis.com. Von Paris, always going the extra mile since 1892. Proud to be the official mover of the Baltimore Ravens.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Football is here. The snacks are out, the games are on, and your lucky jersey remains unwashed. But it's just not football season until you've played Ravens scratch-offs for the Maryland Lottery. Play now for a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly. You can also enter non-winning tickets into second chance drawings for chances to win $10,000, season tickets for 20 years, or a trip for 2 to Cincinnati for an away game. Kick off some fun with Ravens scratch-offs. Please play responsibly.
Win tickets to Improv Under Hypnosis, Tuesday at 3 with Kirk and Marianne on 98 Rock.
Fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
And with 14:55 left to play in the fourth quarter, the Ravens trailing again, now down 28-21. Each team scored one touchdown in each of the first 3 quarters, and the Lions scored a touchdown, their 4th of the game, on the first play of the fourth quarter. So far tonight, every time the Lions have scored, the Ravens have answered. But after a creative play call by the Lions that put Jahmyr Gibbs in the end zone untouched, the onus falls back to Todd Monken and the Ravens offense. Lions kickoff will be taken by Ali at the 15, crosses the 20, along the near sideline 25, and he is knocked out of bounds near the 30.
He should have let that ball hit.
And see if it goes out of bounds.
It was going to go out of bounds because it was going to the sideline.
Jake Bates angled it near the sideline, and Ali did not let it bounce. Instead, he returns it. The Ravens will start the drive at their 28-yard line. Lamar Jackson tonight, 15 of 18, 170 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Derrick Henry, 10 carries for 47 yards. The crowd thought that last tackle was a late hit on the sideline, but no flag forthcoming. Lamar will start the drive in the shotgun. Ravens trailing by 7. Zay Flowers goes in motion behind Jackson. Jackson fakes the inside handoff, keeps it on the read option, stretches across the 30-yard line to the 31. We get about 4 on the play before Alex Anzalone makes the ankle tackle.
The one thing the Detroit Lions defense is doing, they're pressing the tight ends, the receivers. Use that to your advantage as an offense. Run some stacks, run some bunches. Make them communicate with each other to see if they can know who has who. And maybe somebody will rope open, wide open down the field.
On 2nd and 6, Lamar will go 3 receivers to the right. Rashad Bateman alone to the left. Lamar takes the snap, rolls to the right, fires to the far sideline. It sails high and incomplete. He had Zay Flowers open at the 40-yard line, but Lamar released that ball and it just sailed on him, incomplete. Lamar was irritated with himself because he's not been off very often tonight.
No, he's had a great game. But where's Bateman? Where's Tez Walker down the field? The deep throws with everybody getting pressed across the line. We see right there, their bunch, everybody's pressed up.
Ravens have 3 receivers set inside the numbers. Ravens offense moving from our right to left. Lamar in the shotgun on 3rd down and 6. Takes the snap. Blitz pressure coming. He throws across the middle. It's complete at midfield. Rashad Bateman makes a grab in stride, and the Ravens move the chains with a huge 3rd down conversion.
I mean, that was a small
19-yard gain. Rob, that was a pinpoint pass.
Pinpoint pass by Lamar. That was a real small window, and Lamar fouled it.
On the previous play, he had missed Zay Flowers, and he was kicking himself. There was no kick on this one. He was just through a rope.
You always got a chance when you have a guy like Lamar Jackson moving the ball down the field and scoring touchdowns.
Now the Ravens go to the I formation. Mitchell Payton in front of Henry. Lamar under center. Double tight ends to the right. From midfield, a toss to Derrick Henry. Cuts inside the numbers and will bang his way down to the 46-yard line, but a penalty flag thrown by the referee, Bill Vinovich.
I don't know if that's going to be holding or it could be a chop like I saw.
Personal foul. Low black. Defense number 32. 15-yard penalty. 5-yard first down.
Well, how about that? You don't hear that every day. It was on Brian Branch, the safety for the Lions.
Yeah, he came in and chopped. Looked like he was trying to chop Kohler or Rosengarten. Rosengarten, he got him low.
It was Mitchell Payton, the lead blocker.
And you don't see that too often called.
You really don't.
That's a new rule that they can't come in and hit any offensive linemen or tight ends or anybody coming out trying to kick them out low.
It'll put the ball at the Lions 31 with 13:09 left to play in the game. Ravens trailing by 7. Lamar steps up to the line of scrimmage. As Derrick Henry alone in the backfield, and a flag as Charlie Kohler moves.
Offense number 88. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Kohler flinched, and then he tried to sell it like he was going to go in motion, but it wasn't. It was not a sale that was made.
He almost sold it.
He really did. I give him a lot of credit. He knew he'd jump, but he tried to make it so smooth, like he was just sliding a little bit to the left. So points for the effort, but 5 yards lost for the penalty. 1st and 15 for the Ravens with just under 13 minutes left to play. Mark Andrews trots in motion to the right, sets inside the numbers. Lamar stands in the shotgun with Henry to his right. Zay Flowers and DeAndre Hopkins wide to the left. Lamar throws near sideline looking for Hopkins, but he threw it way behind the target. He was looking for a comeback, I believe, from Hopkins, but Hopkins was looking to do a takeoff, so a miscommunication. And the Ravens face a 2nd and 15.
Yeah, they got a little sticky coverage in the back end, but there's an opportunity for Lamar to get Hopkins back involved. Miscommunication from the receiver and quarterback.
One catch tonight for DeAndre Hopkins, a 13-yarder, but he was also the recipient of a pass interference against him in the end zone that set up another score. Lamar in the shotgun, 2nd and 15. Zay Flowers and D-Hop split to the left. Lamar wants to throw, pocket collapsing. He backs up. He throws over the middle. Complete at the 20-yard line, and coming down with a reception is Rashad Bateman, his 2nd of the drive, and again he moves the chains.
And I'm really surprised at them throwing the football that they don't have Hill in there. I mean, he's substituting Derrick Henry now. A guy who can take advantage of linebackers in space.
So the Ravens have it right at the 20-yard line, and they'll spread it out. 2 receivers wide of the numbers to the right, 2 wide to the left. Lamar takes the snap in the shotgun. Quarterback draw. He steps out of 1 tackle, but will only get to the 18-yard line. He'll spot him closer to the 19, a pickup of only 1.
Yeah, they've done a good job of trying to keep Lamar kind of bottled up, not letting him get going in the running game. Even when he's trying to do that quarterback draw, they're retracing fast to get back to him.
Lamar with 5 carries, 29 yards. 2nd down and 9. 11:42 left to play. The Ravens trail by 7. Lions 28, Ravens 21. Lamar out of the shotgun, takes the snap, wants to throw. Steps up, tries to juke one man, he won't get far. He is wrapped up and dropped back at the 24-yard line. And that time, Trevor Nowaski didn't fall for any of Lamar's jukes. He just wrapped him up.
Stop. 3rd down.
Lamar is usually able to elude a linebacker in a one-on-one situation, but Nowaski just octopused him that time, threw his arms around him and didn't let him free.
Listen, they're playing man across the board. Obviously, you do have to win the one-on-ones. But sometimes as a play call, you can help them by getting in your stacks and bunches to get somebody rubbed off.
Ravens facing a 3rd and 13 from the Lions 23. They have to get to the Detroit 10 for a 1st down. Lamar in the shotgun takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's running to the right. Still able to avoid the sack. Running to the left and tracked down and tackled from behind. Brian Branch makes the tackle from behind. Check that Derek Barnes is going to be credited with it. And Lamar so frustrated because if he could have gotten past Barnes, he had a lot of room on the near side to run for the 1st down, but instead it would be 4th down and 13. And the Ravens will have to kick a field goal try.
Yeah, they ran that soft zone. Bateman was sitting down on the left side, but Lamar was going to the right side. And by the time he got back over, there was a defender that went underneath Bateman, and Lamar had to just scramble for it.
This will be a 41-yard try for Tyler Loop from the left hash mark, kicking in the direction of the Russell Street uprights. Tyler Loop from 41, kick on the way, angling left, and it is just good. He just got it over the left upright, and that one is grace of the rules. That ball sailed over top of the left upright. Had it been lower, it would have doinked directly off the upright, but by rule in the NFL, if the ball sails over top of the upright, the kick is good. So Tyler Loop, good by inches. At our score now, Lions 28, Ravens 24, with 9:40 left to play on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Here's a club you want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
When the Ravens take the field, Baltimore stands united. And just like your favorite team, APG Federal Credit Union is built on trust, teamwork, and hometown pride. Whether you're saving for season tickets or tackling your next big goal, APG Federal Credit Union has your back with great rates, local service, and a game plan for your financial future. Join the team that's proud to cheer for the Ravens and proud to serve you. APG Federal Credit Union, serving Baltimore City and Baltimore, Harford, and Cecil counties. Federally insured by NCUA.
You're not just a homeowner. You're also a bug in the basement with the frightening number of legs owner. Fortunately, you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Visit MidAtlanticComfort.com and bring home a new American Standard heating and cooling unit, rated the highest in customer satisfaction year after year. Built to a higher standard, American Standard Heating and Cooling, and MidAtlanticComfort.com. That's MidAtlanticComfort.com.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
I'm Ronnie Stanley on the flagship station of the Baltimore Ravens, 98 Rock.
Fourth quarter of tonight's broadcast brought to you by Toyota. Tyler Lue for the 41-yard field goal, just barely but good. Will now kick it off. High end over end. This one will be fielded at the 5-yard line. Brought across the 15 to the 20, 25-30. And stacked up at the 35-yard line is Jacob Sailors. And now the Ravens defense needs to put the brakes on Jared Goff and the Lions offense. The Lions have two huge scoring drives, and by huge I mean long distance in this game.
Well, since it's not starting from the 2 or the 3, maybe they got a chance to slow them down, but they have to slow down that run game, especially when they get in that pair look, because they like to run to that pair side.
In the second quarter, the Lions had a 98-yard touchdown drive, and they capped a 96-yard touchdown drive to start the fourth quarter. Goff from under center. They'll hand it off to Jahmyr Gibbs. Gibbs trying to force the issue. Will be stacked up after a gain of 5 to the 40-yard line.
And that's the side they like to run to. They motioned over. They motioned over the trips. They got a reduced split. They like to run to that close side where they had the 3 receivers. And right now, the Ravens are having a tough time slowing that run game down, going to that side.
The Lions read the injury report like everybody else, and they knew the Ravens did not have Nnamdi Madubuike or Kyle Van Noy tonight. And so far, the Ravens without a sack in this game. They've gone 57 consecutive games with at least 1 sack. On 2nd and 5, Goff off the play fake. Throws over the middle. It's broken up. Cheeto Awuzie, check that. Nate Wiggins reaching around with his left hand and denying the Lions a completion to the Ravens' 40-yard line on a pass that was intended to Lions rookie Isaac Seslaw.
That was a really good job. Nate Wiggins staying close to the coverage. He had his arm wrapped around him, but you can wrap your arm around him as long as you don't pull him and impede his progress toward the ball.
Puts the Lions in a 3rd down and 5. 8:48 left to play in the game. Ravens trail by 4, 28-24. Jared Goff in the shotgun. Ball is at the Lions' 40-yard line. Detroit moving from our left to right. And a flag thrown. It'll be delay of game. Unless the Lions got a timeout. Now the officials are going to huddle.
Late though. It was at 0.
Okay. Prior to the play clock expiring, Detroit called the second charge timeout.
That was real close. It looked like it was 0. Then he called timeout. But they gave the coach the benefit of the doubt.
Not something you can use booth review on. So the Lions will have a 3rd down and 5 coming out of the timeout. 8:48 left to play. Detroit up 28-24. So with Madubuike out, Kyle Van Noy out, the Ravens have had to rely on a lot of young players, Mike Green, Aeneas Peebles. And that injury report brought to you by the Baltimore Banner.
Yeah, they got to get pressure on Jared Goff. or make them hold on to the football. They also need to get a sack turnover. If they can't get pressure on and get your hands up in the air, hopefully you get a tips and some overthrows.
They've had 4 quarterback hits, but no sacks. Goff to throw on 3rd down. Pocket collapsing. Goff is escaping. He throws near side. Incomplete. And that was a fear throw because Teddy Buchanan was closing in on Jared Goff. And Goff knew he didn't have the wheels to get the first down. He didn't have the stomach to get leveled, and who can blame him? And he throws it incomplete. So pass rush pressure, as we said from the start of this broadcast, the key for the Ravens defense. They get it on 3rd down, and the punt team comes on for the Lions.
This defense giving the offense an opportunity to take a lead.
Jack Fox will punt. LeJante Wester fields it at the 11. Crosses the 15, comes to the near side 20. That'll be spun down at the 21-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the offense go to work when we get back. 8:31 to play in Baltimore. It's the Lions 28, the Ravens 24 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I've never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies?
Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate, any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
Wawa hoagies are a winning pick for game day. Every hoagie is built to order with the ingredients you crave. Choose your favorite, like a toasty cheesesteak, meatball, or Italian. There's a hoagie for every mood and every appetite. Order ahead for pickup or delivery on the Wawa app. Planning for the game? Wawa Catering has you covered. Make your game day a winner with Wawa hoagies, snacks, and drinks. Order ahead at wawacatering.com. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Baltimore Ravens.
I have your 40-minute music marathons weekdays between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Take me Amelia to work with you on 98 Rock.
Fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
8:31 left to play in the game. The Lions lead by 4, 28-24. There are elements of this game that are unusual, to say the least, for a Ravens game. They have been outrushed by almost 100 yards. The Lions with 174 yards rushing. The Ravens with 79. Lamar Jackson has outpassed Jared Goff, 206 yards to 179. And on first down, it gives to Derrick Henry running the left side. He fumbles the ball, and the Lions recover at the 17-yard line. The ball was knocked out of Derrick Henry's left hand, and DJ Reed scooped it up. And disaster has paid a visit to the Ravens again.
And the play he made, he was behind Derrick Henry and punches it out. Derrick Henry didn't see him back there, but you gotta protect the football. But Cohen punches it out. No, that was Hutchinson. Excuse me, 97.
Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-round pick, and Derrick Henry cannot believe it.
Defense needs to step up to the plate.
8:26 left to play. Jared Goff has the ball at the Ravens 16. Goff will hand it off. David Montgomery stacked up after a short gain to the 14. Derrick Henry has now fumbled the ball twice in the first 3 games of the season. That is completely unlike Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to protect the football when you're in the vicinity of defenders. You got to know they're around you.
Second down and 7. Goff under center. He'll give it to Montgomery, left side. He's got a hole inside the 10, down to the 5, and Montgomery has a first down.
Holding.
Oh, the Ravens may get a break there with a flag down at the 15-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask. Offense number 73. 15-yard penalty, repeat second down.
Big
so
break.
Instead of the Lions having it first and goal at the 5, they'll get backed up.
Big break. They ran that ball that time to the open side. But Brent Urban, I mean, he almost put off his whole helmet.
Christian Mahogany, the left guard, had a rip and grip on the helmet of Brent Urban. Well, Derrick Henry and the Ravens offense hopes the defense can somehow come up with a stop after the Henry fumble, the first turnover of this game. Goff in the shotgun. Inside handoff. Goes to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he's wrestled to the turf at the 27-yard line. Brent Urban with the play, along with Tavius Robinson. And that'll set up a third down and 21 for the Lions from the Ravens 27. You must get a stop here.
Yeah, you got to alert the screens and the draws from Detroit, but also you got to be mindful of punching the ball out like other teams are punching the ball out against your offense and getting that ball on the ground.
To say this is the time to make a play on the ball. Not just a play, but a play on the ball. Attack the ball. Goff sets in the shotgun on third down and 21 with 6:46 left to play. Ravens showed blitz pressure. They bring it up the middle. Goff lobs it near sideline. Incomplete. He was looking for his rookie wide receiver, Isaac Teslaw, well covered on the play. And the Lions will bring on Jake Bate for his second field goal try. Check that, his first field goal try after 4 extra point attempts tonight. For Jake Bates, this will be a 45-yard attempt. He did miss the 67-yarder at the end of the first half.
Defense has to stay on sides and get your hands up, get vertical.
A 45-yard try for Jake Bates. Kick on the way. It is long enough, and it is good. So the Derrick Henry fumble turns into a field goal for the Lions. And with 6:35 left to play in the ball game, it's back to a 7-point Detroit lead. Lions 31, Ravens 24 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey Baltimore, get ready for the Ravens season with Lido Pizza's football deal. Get a famously fresh, square 18-inch Lido pizza with 1 topping and 12 jumbo wings for only $39.99. Founded in Maryland in 1955, Lido Pizza is a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens. Place your order online today at LidoPizza.com. That's LidoPizza.com. And remember, Lido Pizza never cuts corners.
It's finally football season, Ravens fans, and that means it's fall pest season too. Do me a favor, connect with the official pest control sponsor of the Baltimore Ravens, PMSI, for all your pest control needs. PMSI's tenured technicians are trained at removing and preventing all pests, including termites, bed bugs, mice, mosquitoes, wildlife, and more. Visit mypmsi.com or call 410-496-4154 to intercept those pests. PMSI, the official pest control partner of the Baltimore Ravens.
Planning a move? Von Paris Moving and Storage will handle all the details. Whether your move is within the state of Maryland, across the country, or overseas, Von Paris can customize their services to meet your needs and budget. Their relocation experts will provide a free no-obligation estimate and answer any questions or concerns about your upcoming household or office moving requirements. Call Von Paris Moving and Storage today at 410-888-8500 or visit VonParis.com. Von Paris, always going the extra mile since 18 1992. Proud to be the official mover of the Baltimore Ravens.
Looking for a smarter way to do your banking? At APG Federal Credit Union, you're the MVP. We're not for profit, so you get lower fees, better rates, and a team that puts you first. No fine print, just hometown service with real heart. So while the Ravens crush it on the field, you can crush your financial goals. Visit apgfcu.com and become a member today. That's apgfcu.com. Serving Baltimore City and Baltimore, Harford, and Cecil counties. Federally insured by NCUA.
Win tickets to Nothing More Tuesday at 2:30 with Kirk and Marianne here on 98 Rock.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Ravens Game Day Network.
WIYY HD1 Baltimore.
The home of the Baltimore Ravens and Justin Scott and Spiegel mornings. This is 98 Rock.
Fourth quarter of tonight's broadcast brought to you by Toyota. Well, the Derrick Henry fumble sets up a Lions field goal, and the Lions lead extends to a touchdown. Detroit up by 7, 31-24. Now Jake Bates will kick off, and if there is a motivated member of the Ravens offense now, it's Derrick Henry. Bates kick high and short. Ali takes it at the 10, near side numbers 20. Angles toward the hash marks 30. That'll be stopped at the 31-yard line. Plenty of time, 6.5 minutes left to play in the game. The Ravens have all 3 of their timeouts. So time is not an issue. Execution is the issue. The Ravens need to put together a touchdown drive.
Absolutely. And take a shot. Make this defense feel the pressure that they're putting on this offense. They got 10 guys within 9 yards of the line of scrimmage. Take some shots. Now they're playing in a little looser, a little cover 4. They backed up a little bit.
Lamar starts the drive in the shotgun. Henry to his left. Lamar wants to throw under pressure, and he's sacked back at the 25-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson came over the top and just leveled Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar was looking at the right side the whole time. Hutchinson came from the left side, his blind side.
We talked about the need for quarterback pressure. The Lions have it. That's their 6th sack of Lamar.
Yeah, but you got to take what the defense is giving you. If you're giving you a 3-yard check down, 4-yard check down, take it.
Instead, the Ravens face a 2nd and 16. 5:51 left to play. Lamar takes the snap. Lions rush 4. Lamar throws the check down, complete to Justice Hill to 25. And it'll be taken down at the 29-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and long after Justice Hill gets about 5 on the 2nd down reception.
You got to convert this 3rd down.
Well, with 5:29 left to play, Rod, are you in 4-down territory? It's a 1-score game. It's a 1-touchdown game.
I don't think it depends on where the
if
fourth
it's
down
4th
is.
and 1, maybe 4th and 2.
But they're going to play a soft cover 4, drop their backers deep in space.
Lions rush 4 as Lamar drops the throw, steps up in the pocket. He's going to elude one tackler, but is hit from behind and taken down at the 32-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 8, and the punt team comes on. So when the Ravens needed their biggest drive of the night, the offense goes 3 and out. And now the night falls back into the hands of the defense.
The Detroit Lions defensive front has done a good job. When they're getting past Lamar, they come back and retrace so fast and don't give Lamar any more lanes to run in.
Jordan Stout has had a nice night punting. Angles a punt toward the sideline. It will sail out of bounds. Khalif Raymond can't get a hand on it. And the officials will mark it down at the Lions. Oh, they're giving the Lions a favorable spot on this.
Whoa, it's way up there.
Wait a second. They're going to put it all the way up to the 30-yard line. The Ravens cannot believe that that's where the ball sailed out of bounds. So the Lions will have good field position with 4:24 left to play. Detroit leads 31-24. So let's look at the bigger picture here. Not that anybody needs motivation, but this will serve as some. If the Ravens don't complete a comeback, they fall to 1-2 and have to travel to Kansas City next week.
It's a tough road. You got Kansas City, you got 2 more other tough teams right after that.
Lions start the drive at their 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Jared Goff under center. Quick toss. Jahmyr Gibbs trying to get around the edge, and he will be tiptoeing down the sideline. He steps out of bounds at the 37-yard line. .416 left to play in the game.
You got to stop the run. If you have to bring different blitzes to do that, you have to do it. Zach Orr has to make sure he tries to get the ball back for his offense.
2nd down and 3. Uneasy quiet has settled on this crowd. To the ground game, Jahmyr Gibbs pushing the pile forward along the left hash mark. He'll get just enough for a 1st down, and the Lions pick up a fresh set of downs. I want to remind you the importance of a 1st down at this point in the game. It can burn 2 minutes off the clock, or you force your opponent to start using timeouts. Just under 4 minutes left to play.
They can't give them another 1st down. They have to be aggressive enough to slow this run game down, because that's what they think they're going to do, is run game or play action pass or some type of misdirection off of it.
The Ravens have not had a sack yet tonight. They have not forced a turnover. They could use both right now. Here's Gibbs under center. He'll hand it off. Check that. Goff will hand it off to Gibbs. Running along the left hash mark, only gets a couple of yards.
They've been running that same play. They get in that power I formation. They shift over to trips, reduce split. They run an inside dive, and Gibbs gets to look to see where that hole is at.
Lions quite content to run clock. The clock is running. 3:07 remaining in the game. Lions lead by 7. Detroit looking at a 2nd down and 8.
Got to be careful for the play pass right here on 2nd down.
The Ravens cannot give up another 1st down. Goff from under center. Hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery swallowed up by Tavius Robinson after a gain of only a yard to the 46-yard line. 2:37 left to play. 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Lions. 3rd and 5, the official measurement. There's 28 seconds on the play clock, 2:28 on the game clock. The Lions are going to run this one all the way down, close to the 2-minute warning, before they take the snap. 2:15 on the game clock. 12 seconds on the play clock. 3rd down and 5 for the Lions. The Ravens must get a stop here.
A shallow cross or a check down.
Goff to throw. Screen pass. Gibbs has it at the 45, and he's spun down shy of midfield, and the Ravens defense stops the Lions on 3rd down. But it's 4th down and short after the Roquan Smith tackle, and the Lions likely will consider going for it when we come out of the 2-minute warning. Lions looking at a 4th and 2 at midfield. Detroit leads it 31-24. 1:56 left to play. It is decision time in Baltimore, and the answers arrive when we get back on the Ravens Game Day Network.
When you choose Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield for your team, you get exactly what's in our name. Care First. We're transforming healthcare to make care more affordable and more accessible for you, your business, and your employees. With the support of a team dedicated to the health of your people and access to a network of over 1 million providers, we've got your back and theirs with care. Learn more at carefirstforbusiness.com.
As a small business owner, you know how hard it is to win week in and week out. It takes teamwork and the right call. If you want a responsive local business lender, a low interest rate, no prepayment penalties, and no origination fees, the right call is Point Breeze Credit Union. For easy, reliable banking that's tailored to help your business win, visit a Point Breeze office or pbcu.com/business banking. Get better business banking for less. And go Ravens!
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
At DraftKings, we're all about responsible gaming. Sometimes you got to know when to hold 'em. There are no locks or sure things, so know when to fold 'em. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
Tuesday morning on Justin Scott and Spiegel, 8 a.m., your chance to win My Chemical Romance tickets on 98 Rock.
1:56 left to play at M&T Bank Stadium. The Ravens trail the Lions 31-24. The Lions looking at a 4th and 2 at the Detroit 49-yard line. Dan Campbell has gone for it twice tonight and converted on 4th down. Jared Goff and the Lions offense break the huddle. Will they run the play, or will they simply try to draw the defense offside? Goff from under center. David Montgomery is the lone back. He'll give it play fake. Goff lofts it near side. Flag is down. Pass is complete to the 31-yard line. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the reception. And the preliminary signal is defensive holding. We'll see if that stands.
Yep, Humphreys.
Holding. Defense number 44. Penalty decline. Is up to play. First down.
So Jared Goff, who has been unsacked all night, throwing from a clean pocket on 4th and 2, drops it in the bucket to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have it 1st and 10 with 1:50 left to play. Now the Ravens will start to burn their timeouts.
Yeah, and that's they've ran that play multiple times throughout the game, but Humphreys is man-to-man. He has to make sure he keeps his eyes on his target, on his man. He had his eyes in the backfield. St. Brown got behind him. Really tough play on his part.
The stakes now are flirting with the zone of a needed miracle. 1st and 10 Lions at the Ravens 31. They are in field goal range. They give us the Montgomery big hole. He's in the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And that'll do it. David Montgomery rips off a 31-yard run. The Lions are going to run through the Ravens for more than 200 rushing yards. And the Ravens are going to fall to 1 and 2, staring at a road trip to Kansas City. And so all of the series and strings we have talked about all week. Lamar Jackson, 24 and 2 versus the NFC. The Ravens, the best in the NFL in prime time the last 18 years. None of those hold up. What holds up is the strategy we talked about, Rob, at the very beginning of this game. The Ravens needed pass rush pressure and sacks on Jared Goff. They got 0 sacks. The Lions got 6 sacks on Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and we talked about stopping the run game. You have to stop the run game to put them in a one-dimensional offense, and that did not happen.
Jake Bates' extra point attempt is good. And the Lions extend their lead, 38-24. 1:42 left, and the crowd is heading en masse for the exits.
But they ran the same play the whole night. So they would get in that power eye, they would shift to trips, they would motion the receiver in, and they'll run either to the close side or that strong side or to the open side. And they let Gibbs pick because he had his shoulder square to the line of scrimmage, letting him know I can go to either side. And they dominated the run game with that.
This was a game that was tied at 21 heading into the fourth quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, it has really been all Lions. The first play of the fourth quarter, Goff handed off to St. Brown and flipped it to Gibbs on the option pitch play for a 4-yard touchdown. The Ravens got their only fourth quarter points on a 41-yard Tyler Loop field goal. Jake Bates answered with a 45-yard field goal, which came on the heels of a Derrick Henry fumble.
I'd love to see a return right now for a touchdown.
Ravens go 3 and out, and the Lions answer with a touchdown. And the Lions will just kick that one into the end zone for the touchback to the 35-yard line. But the Ravens are short on time. They have all 3 other timeouts, but you're down 14 points with 1:42 left to play in a game where the offense has been able to muster very little in the run game for a second week in a row and nothing overall in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we had multiple sacks. Derrick Henry in the fumble. Didn't play your best football in the second half.
Lamar Jackson to throw deep, near sideline, looking for Bateman. He overthrows him at the Lions' 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10.
This is a great opportunity to work on the 2-minute, get the ball down the field, try to get it into the end zone, and kick an onside kick.
And traditionally in the 2-minute drill, you're trying to get 1 score. The Ravens now are trying to get 2 touchdowns with 1:37 left to play. They went 3 and out on their last possession. Job 1 is a first down that stops the clock. Lamar from the shotgun. Lions rush 5. Lamar under pressure, trying to scramble, backpedaling. He's corralled and sacked back at the 18-yard line. The 7th sack of the night for the Detroit Lions.
He has to get rid of that football. He sees the pressure coming. He has to have an outlet to get that ball out, or just throw it out of bounds across the line of scrimmage.
Well, we knew the front end of this schedule was going to present a huge challenge for the Ravens, and now it is an uphill challenge. 3rd and 26 against the Lions. Lamar will try to throw. And again, the pocket collapsing. The check down goes to Hill at the 30-yard line, and he'll be drilled, but he bounces off a tackle, gets to the 40, crosses midfield, and alertly gets out of bounds at the Lions' 45-yard line. And just as Hill, with a great second effort, extends the play and the drive, but the Ravens are down to the final minute of this game with 51 seconds left on the clock. Still 3 timeouts, but still needing 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, chunk plays. That's what you need on offense. You can use the whole field so you can get those timeouts.
A 36-yard gain, so Lamar Jackson has a 1st and 10 at the Lions' 44. Moving from our right to left. Jackson takes the snap, looking to the left, throws near sideline. Bateman makes the grab and steps out of bounds at the Lions' 30-yard line to stop the clock with 46 seconds remaining. And if you're asking yourself or even saying it out loud, why couldn't the offense do this earlier? It's because the Lions have a 14-point lead with a final minute of the game. They're playing super soft right now. The Ravens start to look.
Can't remember the last time the offense gave up 6 sacks.
7. Jackson to throw. Pocket collapsing. He will scramble. Runs outside the numbers at the 30. Stiff arms the man at the 25 and is pushed out of bounds there. And the Ravens are going to have to take a timeout. They're saying Lamar was.
First charge timeout. Baltimore.
Had his forward progress stopped while he was still in bounds, so the Ravens have to burn one of their 3 timeouts with 35 seconds left in the game. Look, let's take the big picture view now. The Ravens, shy of an absolutely unforeseeable miracle, will fall to 1 and 2. They travel on the road to face Andy Reid's Kansas City Chiefs, a team that has tormented them in recent years. And it doesn't get a whole lot easier from there.
Nope, you still have, I believe it's Houston and then the Rams, or I believe that's the order.
Houston struggling at 0-3. Second down and 7 from the Lions' 27. Blitz pressure coming. Lamar throws near side. Mark Andrews has it at the 10. He's got it at the 5. Andrews is in for a touchdown. And with 29 seconds remaining, Mark Andrews breathes a teeny bit of hope left to the night. John Harbaugh signals he wants to go for 2 here. The strategy from here, of course, is the onside kick will come next. If the Ravens convert that, we'll all have a little bit of a different tune. Ravens will go for two. Lamar Jackson pulls down the snap, runs to the right, lobs it to the end zone, and it is knocked down incomplete. But a penalty flag is down in the end zone.
See if it's on the defense. It'll be half the distance to the goal.
Holding, defense number 32. Ineligible receiver downfield, offense number 77. Penalties offset, retry.
Considering the way that two-point conversion looked, I might reconsider and go for one.
I would agree. I would. I know they want to be aggressive. If you get the onside kick, you can win the game.
Here's the two-point try, take two. Lamar lobs back in the end zone. It sails incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. Flowers was open, but Lamar threw it considerably behind him. So now the Ravens trail by 8, 38-30. They have to convert the extra point, get a touchdown, and a two-point conversion in 29 seconds. It mathematically, of course, is possible, but realistically, let's talk about the rest of the schedule before the bye week. Next week it's Kansas City. The Chiefs get their first win, and the Chiefs are 1-2. This is a team that's been to the Super Bowl 5 of the last 6 years. That's going to be a nightmare of an opponent, to say the least. The Ravens come back to Baltimore for Week 5 to face the Houston Texans, a team that is 0-3, and a lot of people, myself included, thought they would be one of the really surprise teams in the AFC.
Yes.
So they're not an 0-3 team in terms of talent. And then you have the Rams here in Baltimore in Week 6 before the bye week. It is an uphill climb.
Yeah. It's a daunting task. The great thing is you have 14 games left. And that's how you got to sell it to the team. You got the rest of the year.
The Ravens will set up an onside kick. Tyler Loop has the ball at the 35-yard line. He has 5 players to his left, 5 to his right. Ball is on the left hash mark. Bounces the ball at the 40. Hits a high bounce and is caught immediately by Sam Laporta of the Detroit Lions. And that'll do it. The Lions will take one snap, and then they will take off for the airport. The Ravens, after this next snap, will probably take off for Owings Mills to start working on the Chiefs game because they are in a 1-2 hole and did not do the things they knew they needed to do to beat the Detroit Lions. They needed to sack Jared Goff early and often. They never got to him tonight. Had a couple of quarterback hits. They flushed him from the pocket 1 or 2 times, but they never sacked him. Their sack streak of 57 straight games with a quarterback sack comes to an end. And the Lions take the last snap of the game. The players and coaches will greet each other in midfield. And the Ravens, after Week 3, find themselves in a 1-2 hole in the AFC North. Now, the good news is the division is off to a wobbly start. The bad news is the schedule just gets harder from here. And the Ravens will have a lot of work to do. They'll hope they can get Nnamdi Madubuike back sooner rather than later. I hope to get some clarity on his injury. But Kyle Van Noy, a 12-year veteran with a hamstring injury, he's not coming back anytime soon.
Yep.
So the Ravens are going to need some young players to grow up and show up in a hurry to keep this season from veering wide left. The night veers into the loss column as the Detroit Lions beat the Ravens. Our final score tonight, Lions 38, Ravens 30 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
You've
than listening to Ravens football. Brought to you by Toyota. Shop Toyota for legendary reliability, style, and resale value. Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals on your favorite Toyota. And let's go places.
Morgan State University, Maryland's preeminent public urban research university. Morgan State University.
Rice Law. For the best advice, call Rice.
Rolls to the right, throws a check down. Derrick Henry has it. He's in. Touchdown for the Kings. Back corner end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, that's it.
Rashad Bateman.
Citgo.
Orthopedic Associates of Central Maryland.
Maryland Energy Administration.
American Standard.
Fidelity Engineering.
Wegmans Food Markets Incorporated.
RBC Wealth Management.
Archdiocese of Baltimore.
Maryland Mortgage Program.
Maryland Collision Centers.
Royal Farms. This is the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey, Ravens fans, we'd like to invite you to join us in